my lord. Immediately?
Immediately. George Bearer, future contact to be made via my command squad frequency 114.10.
114.10, my lord. Are you leaving the command bunker?
Aye, the time has come. I'm going to die. I want to do it on the wall so I can see the bastard with my own eyes. It's in your hands now, George Bearer. Yours and the Emperor's.
The Emperor protects, Lord General.
Let's hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's long overdue, but welcome to the final episode of the Morgan's Reach campaign. It's the final battle here on the planet of Morgan's Reach. The Hive Hephaestus has fallen. The Imperial Guard, what is left of them, have fallen back here to the Astra Militarum compound itself, where we're going to be defending the walls against the final waves of the Tyranid attack. Now, the plan at the moment for the Imperial Guard is as follows. We need to survive. We need to sell our lives as dearly as possible. And in the meantime, over here, behind the walls of the compound, we have this small chapel. Inside, an astropathic choir is doing its very best to break through the shadow of the warp and send a psychic beacon into orbit, where hopefully the Imperial fleet, if it's returned to the system, will be able to see us. They'll be able to know that we're still here, we're still alive, because every other Hive city in this continent has fallen at this point. Hephaestus is the last one that's still standing, and only by the skin of its teeth. So up on the roof here, we've got 4 sanctioned psychers from the Imperial Guard, and they're basically trying to boost the signal, if you like. However, the strain is going to take its toll. These guys are probably not going to survive the process, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So for now, the plan is to just hold the line. Over here we can see on this balcony, Lord General Solomon Roth himself has emerged from his command bunker to take personal command of the defence here today, as we hold the final line. This is it. If this falls, the Tyranids will get into the compound, the Hive City will fall, we'll all be dead. We've got our backs to the wall now. This is the end, one way or another. Hopefully, if we can get the psychic beacon lit, if we can penetrate the shadow in the warp from the Hive fleet and let the Imperial fleet above know that we're here, perhaps they'll send us some reinforcements, but if we don't, that's it. It's curtains for us. We'll have to get whoever's left alive to the escape shuttles and try and break orbit and get out of here. So the Tyranids are going to be coming along from this board edge here. The Imperial Guard, as you can see, are already set up. And yeah, this is it, folks. It's the final episode of the battle. It's the Battle of Morgan's Reach. It's been a little bit long time coming because we've had to reschedule a couple of times and I got really ill. And yeah, so anyway, it's been a bit of a mess, but we're finally here and I'm excited to get started. So let's have a quick look at the Imperial Guard army, and then when the Nids arrive on the scene, we'll have a little look at them. Also, Dad is here. I almost forgot. Hello, Dad.
Hello.
We know you're here, right, at this point. It's like episode 4 of the campaign. Anyway, yeah, Dan's here with Hive Fleet Goliath once again, obviously. But yeah, okay. I haven't done this in a while, man. It's been a few weeks. I'm not in my groove right now. Anyway, so Right, army overview type thing coming up next. Alright, well, this is what's left of the Cadian 404th at the moment, defending this section of wall anyway, the section that guards the chapel. This is where the fighting is going to be at its thickest because the psychic beacon is drawing the Nids to it like moths to a flame at the moment. So this is the most crucial part of the walls. If this falls, we're done for. So we've got a couple of tanks as well from the 407th that have survived, but it's mostly infantry. I've basically organised this as a very old school Cadian army, actually, like 3rd edition style, because the general's here, he's taken over all command, and I think he likes to run things by the book. So what we've got essentially is 2 platoons and 1 command platoon in old 3rd edition speak. What that basically comes down to is two twin battalion detachments, which consist of the colonel here, Colonel Van Graff, with his command squad, and 2 infantry squads, which makes up the 1st platoon. And over here we've got Major Lasky with 1, 2, 3 infantry squads. That makes up 2nd platoon, plus we've got some extras. We've got some Kazakin up here on the top of this bunker. We've got Bulgrins with Bert leading them at the front there. They're at the front, they're not, I'm not screaming with the gut, I'm just going to start again. The Bulgrins are screening the guardsmen, not the other way around, because I know that I should be screening the Bulgrins from like charging Tyranids and psychic powers and stuff. The reason I'm not doing that is because even though the Bulgrins in gameplay terms are more valuable than the Guardsmen, the Imperium doesn't see it that way. The Guardsmen are more valuable than the mutants. So the mutants sit at the front with their big wall of slab shields. That's what they're there to do, so that's what I'm going to do, even if half of them get smited off the board. That's just the way it's going to be. As we can see, we've got the Lord General up here with his command squad, and I know he looks like Creed with a moustache. I assure you it's not Creed, even though we're using the rules for Creed. The reason for that is basically the Codex doesn't really come with rules for anyone higher than the rank of company commander. So for a Lord General, I basically just decided, alright, we'll use counts as Creed for him. So he's there with the regimental banner and the command squad and everything. He's got the medic there, our hero plasma guy from previous battles as well. And as part of his command platoon as well, we've got 3 heavy weapons teams. 1 anti-tank team with 2 las cannons and a missile launcher, 1 mortar team, and 1 fire support team with 2 missile launchers and a heavy bolter. So there we go. Well, we've got the 3 tanks as well. We've got a Lehman Russ Exterminator and 2 battle tanks, 1 with sponsons, 1 without. And Lord Commissar Cromwell is stood on top of the tank, bellowing Commissar stuff. Hold the line, kill the filthy Xenos, that sort of thing, as Commissars are wont to do. And that's the Guard Force, basically. 2 platoons, well, 3 platoons technically, with a few tanks and a few extras. So, let's have a look at the Nids that are just about to arrive and emerge from the ruins of the city out ahead of us. Alright, and here is Hive Fleet Goliath attacking the walls today. Not all of this is going to be deploying on the table at once, is it?
No, there's a fair amount of it that's going to be flying in from the skies, or mostly tunnelling up from underground. These guys.
Yeah, these Trigons, yeah.
They're going to be bringing the Gene Stealers with them, and obviously Ribbons.
But yeah, so General Gene Stealers, we've got lots of Gribblies. Termagants, we've got Gene Stealers, we have the big old Scythed Hierodule back again.
There's plenty more where that came from.
We've also got a pair of Tyrannifexes with the acid sprays, which absolutely terrify me.
I feel like I needed something to scour these battlements from guardsmen.
Yeah. And at the back here we've got a Broodlord, we've got Ripper Swarms. We're at the late stages of the Tyranid invasion as well at this point. Like the atmosphere and climate of the planet is probably beginning to adjust now. Like the air is going to be full of spores and stuff, and there's going to be lots of Ripper Swarms around sort of digesting things, aren't they?
Yep.
Taking stuff to the digestion pools and stuff that I no doubt the city, what's left of it, is full of like weird Tyranid growth spires and stuff at this point. So that's why they're here.
Yep, so I mean, boring stuff. It's 2 battalions and a super heavy auxiliary for him, obviously.
This guy, yeah.
So I've got a bunch of HQ, I've got a bunch of troops and some other bits. It's something points. It's approximately 50% more than all these guardsmen, I think.
Yes.
Although with the mission rules, it's approximately infinitely more.
Yeah, because the swarm has overrun everything else at this point. It's just going to be infinite waves of them coming in. If I kill these guys, there's some of them are going to be coming back on the table edge again to attack again in waves, basically. So
so we're doing effectively a meat grinder scenario here. So my troops can return on normal stuff can return on a 4-up every turn, and troops effectively turn up on a 2-up.
Yeah, so these like little Gene Stealers and Terminids will be coming back quite easily. Everything else, there's a chance.
There's also a stratagem we pinched from one of the other scenarios that enables them to, for 2 command points, deploy from another table edge.
Yes.
So one of the long edges, which should allow me to get some of my beefier stuff up the board when it dies. I've got HQ-wise, we've got the Neurothrope. Malanthrope.
Malanthrope, yeah.
That one's the Neurothrope over there.
Ah, there he is.
He's got some psychic powers. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. I wrote them down. It's usually you that doesn't remember to tell people psychic powers, but you haven't got a psychic today. So
I haven't. All my psychics.
Or rather, all your psychics are in a box over there.
Yeah, they're all preoccupied today.
Yeah.
So
no one's coming. They're wasting their time. So we've got the Broodlord, the Hive Tyrant, Flying Hive Tyrant's back. He's got Rending Claws and Twin Devourers, so he should be good at beating up some infantry and stuff.
I remember him from Mission 1. So.
Yeah, he's come back, and he's got adrenal glands and stuff like that. He is the Warlord because he's a Hive Tyrant.
Awesome.
That seems fair. And he's also got the bio artifact thing.
None of this making the Neurothrope the Warlord nonsense.
Yeah,
no, we don't do
that.
So
his no synaptic linchpin on the Neurothrope. Boring. So he's got his Warlord trait is Adaptive Biology, which is, I think I had it before, where if he takes damage from that point on, all damage is reduced by 1 to him.
Right.
Which is nice. And his bio artifact is it's called Insidious Threat, and it's the Jormungandr specific one, which of course I'm running because that's what I always run, and it means all Tyranids within 3 inches of him ignore cover for their shooting, which should be quite useful here against all these guardsmen in cover.
They've got an awful lot of cover, haven't they? Actually, to jump back over to the guard as well, because in classic fashion I've forgotten Warlord traits and relics and things. General Wrath, of course, will be the Warlord, which means he's got the fixed Cadian Warlord trait, Superior Tactical Training, because he's Creed and he has to have it technically. So he's the Warlord. And relics-wise, Death Mask of Alanius for Bert, and Major Lask is going to have the Sword of Conquest for an extra command point.
Nice.
Because I wanted to have a beefy sword that might actually stand a chance of killing something. So. Okay, folks, deployment is complete. As you can see, it didn't change much. We basically just removed the Tyranids from the board that aren't starting on it. And this is how things look as the battle begins. Now, just for clarity's sake, the victory conditions in this mission are basically, we borrowed most of this from the Meat Grinder mission in the rulebook. The guard's job is to just survive. If any guardsmen are left standing defending these walls by the end of the game, the guard will win.
Not going to happen.
And the Tyranids simply have to kill everything.
You're all desert.
And to help with their ability to kill everything, they will, as we previously mentioned, be getting respawning units to help them do that job. So, and maybe if the psychic beacon can be lit, maybe there'll be some reinforcements incoming for the Imperials, but who freaking knows. Basically, the way that is going to work is from turn 2 onwards, I'll be rolling a dice. And on starting with turn 2, it'll be a 5+. If we get a 5+, the beacon will be lit. Turn 3, it'll be a 4+. Turn 5, it'll be a 3+, and so on and so forth. And each time we do that, one of the Psyker's heads is going to explode. Essentially, they won't be able to take the strain. So as each dice gets rolled to see if reinforcements arrive, one of these Psyker's heads will explode. And if all of their heads explode, well, then we won't be able to light the beacon at all, and we may be doomed.
Well, you might as well just do that now. There's no one out there for you.
It's fine. The Emperor protects, my friend.
There's no one out there for you. You're all alone.
Shut up. Right, we're gonna.
Also,
I want a witty response, but I'll think of one in about 10 minutes from now.
Also, I made a mistake in my list.
Did you?
Yeah, my warlord trait is actually... I confused my warlord trait and relic around and stuff. The warlord trait is Insidious Threat. The relic is Infrasonic Roar.
I see.
Which is
I
a
see.
minus
I see.
one
We're
leadership.
changing things halfway through. I see. We're cheating. Cheating is cheating. It's fine. Okay. So anyway, yeah, we're rolling off.
Could cheat and have 2 warlord traits if you like. It's fine.
Careful. Right. Let's go. Let's just do this. What did I get? 2! A mighty 2. Alright, Nids are going first.
Yes.
Brace yourselves, guardsmen. Okay, folks. Here is what things look like at the end, almost the end, of the Tyranid movement phase. You can imagine, I think, probably the tension on the defences here as the guardsmen stand there and wait as the swarm moves forwards, as the officers tell them, wait until you see the whites of their eyes, or whatever the heck it is that Tyranids have instead of eyes.
Their eyes are green, so...
Yeah, wait until you see the greens of their eyes. Hold fire, steady, steady, and then let rip. I'm assuming that's the way it's working anyway, since the Tyranids are going first, so the guard are obviously waiting a little bit. However, I did say it's almost the end of the movement phase because there's a rumbling underground. Things are about to emerge. Because if you were thinking, that Tyranid force looks kind of small compared to those guard over there, well, it's because they're not all here yet, but they're about to be. Burrowing up through the earth and creating these big tunnel entrances are more Tyranids.
No,
The Trigons and Gene Stealers have emerged from the tunnels. The Tyranids have been busy digging away under the earth over here as well. So we've got Trigons and Gene Stealers everywhere. We've got the Broodlord as well has emerged.
I spent a command point on the Jormungandr stratagem to allow him to come up
Indeed.
with his Gene Sealers.
So, yeah, that's concerning. That's very concerning. Things just went from, okay, I think we can take these Nids, to, oh god, we're all going to die. So, yeah, here we go. So that's the end of the movement phase. And your psychic phase...
I do actually have a psychic power available now that the Broodlord has turned up.
Ah, I see.
What he's going to do is he's going to cast the Horror.
Right.
And he's going to cast it on this Leman Russ here.
Oh dear.
No,
That
no,
does
he's not.
not go off.
No,
Okay,
no.
that's a relief. I was going to say I don't have anyone to deny the witch with either. My psychers are, as previously mentioned, somewhat preoccupied with trying not to let their heads explode with the strain of putting the psychic beacon up. So, psychic phase done. On to the shooting.
Obligatory notice that this is in fact narrative play.
It is narrative
Hence
play.
why
Yeah.
these guys have turned up on turn 1.
If you hadn't figured it out by this point, folks, with this narrative campaign, yeah, we are playing narrative rules, so hence plenty of deep striking on turn 1, etc., etc. Anyway, so shooting phase now. Okay, the opening volleys of bioweapons have been fired. Biostatic rattle here, killing 3 guardsmen. The termagants over here are firing their living ammunition up here and killing another 3 guardsmen on the top of this bunker. Another biostatic electric rattle thing, I forget the name of it, fired at these Ogrins, but they...
Just tickled them a bit.
Yeah, tickled them a bit, really. Just bounced straight off the slab shields. And up here, these Kazakin are now taking fire from this blob of termagants here. And I'd really quite like to keep these guys alive because they're a valuable asset. So I have used the take cover stratagem. So I get to add 1 to my saving throws for these guys. They are also in cover. So they would have a 4-up save, 3 up for in cover, and 2 up now because of the take cover stratagem. And I have 9 saves to make. So, 9 2-ups. I failed 2, so 2 dead Kazakin. Everyone else is good. That was technically a waste of a command point. I didn't roll any 2s, but hey, it felt good, so... Alright,
Yes, 1 down.
2 dead elite Kazakin. Alright, up here at the top end of the battle grid, these guardsmen have taken fire. 3 of them have gone down as well. 3 does seem to be the magic number for murdering guardsmen today. And now the tank is going to take fire from these
Venom
warriors
cannon
here.
from the warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other two have already fired and they did the damage to that squad. So now we just got the venom cannon left. Nothing else is in range to fire, including my big acid sprays, which is a bit of a disappointment. But there you go.
Disappointment
Actually,
for you.
I tell a lie. They can fire their stinger salvos, but
Oh, okay.
they're a bit rubbish. So
It's not. It's the acid sprays I'm worried about. So.
yeah, I thought it might be. Cool. So yeah, it's D3 shots with the venom cannon.
Right.
2 hitting on 4s, 1 hit, and it's strength 8, so it doesn't wound.
Okay. No wounds on the tank then. That's good. I need my tanks to live as long as possible, really. So. Okay. So. Stinger salvos. Do you want to do them quickly?
Sure. Okay, I'll do this one at the Kazakin.
Right.
2 hits, 2 wounds. It's -1, so they're on 3 up now.
Yep. 3 up. This take cover is still in effect. 1 fails.
Hey, now they're down to 3 dead.
Hey, there we go.
There's 3 across the board.
Right.
And the other one I think is probably only in range of the Ogrins, so let's just fire that. 1 wound at -1 on the Ogrins.
Right. The Ogrins being next to the barricade there do technically have a 1-up save, so this will
Yep.
still be a 2-up. How many was that? Sorry.
Just the 1.
Just the 1. Okay.
It's fine.
Lost it. The Bulgrins are not suffering the Xenos to live at the moment. They're just, yeah. I don't want to jinx them, but they're shrugging off fire like crazy right now. So, okay, right. Does that conclude the shooting?
Yep, that's the end of the shooting phase.
Now there will probably be some charges.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, Tyranid charge phase. The following is going to be occurring. Gene Stealers. Charging. Bulgrins. Let's go. You need a 9 for this.
That's not a 9.
You don't get it, however...
Although that's a very command point rerollable 1 there.
Yes.
I'd need
true.
a 4 up, wouldn't I?
You would.
Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
No.
No, okay. Okay, well, those tricksy Gene Stealers couldn't quite make the charge. I like to think like the Bulgrins are doing a kind of like hacker dance or something. They're shouting and bellowing and banging their shields, trying to
have a go if you think you're hard enough.
yeah, just trying to scare the crap out of the Nids. Not that it's probably going to work, but hey. However, the Gene Stealers did not make it in there. So next up, it's going to be the Trigon making an attempt.
Yep.
Again, needing a 9.
Nope.
No.
That's probably not worth a reroll on that either because I
You'd
need a 5.
Yeah, you need a 5+ to make that work. So
And we're not going to bother with the Broodlord because he'll just get beat up.
him by himself, he might be able to kill a few. Like he's got like when his claws go rending, they're like -6 or something ridiculous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which will tear through those slab shields. But by himself, yeah, I leave that
No,
one
he
up
can-
to you.
He can stick back there. It's fine.
Okay, he's going to hang back.
Yeah.
And so, meanwhile, down at the bottom of the table
Okay, so
here.
over there we're going to try the Gene Stealers against those guardsmen. So they will get to do some Overwatch.
Yep.
Hopefully they won't kill the Gene Stealers, but
They should know actually the only ranged weapon the Bulgrins have is frag bombs, and that's 6 inches, so they couldn't overwatch at all. But these guys do.
right. Shall I roll the charge then?
Go ahead and roll it. Yep.
That's an 11, so they're in.
You guys are so dead. All right, let's do some Overwatch at least. All right. Well, here's things after the charge and the pile-in. 2 Gene Stealers did go down to lasgun fire as they came in there, but they've well and truly piled into these guardsmen's faces, and I think they're not long for this world. In addition, I think this tank stands a very good chance of being consolidated into and locked up, so it won't be able to fire next turn. Some potentially poor placement there by me, but it was deliberate ultimately because I was trying to... I could have placed it further back to avoid this happening, but at the same time, if I'd done that, his field of fire this way would have been much, much narrower. So I wanted him to be able to shoot the maximum number of targets in case I got to go first. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But hey, so yes, let's do the actual fighty bit. I don't think these guardsmen are going to survive. And indeed, they are dead in a flurry of claws and screeching and biting. I'm not even gonna show the dice rolls for that. That was a massacre. That was pitiful. So they're extremely dead, and this Lehman Russ tank is now locked in combat with these Gene Stealers that have consolidated into it. Not good. The right flank for the guard is collapsed pretty much straight away. So that's not great. At least the first line of defense has. Not that there's really a second one, there's just some walls. But anyway, so... yeah, not good. Alright, well, that concludes the fight phase, however. Morale now, and a few squads up here have taken casualties, so... Alright, this squad here, they took 3 casualties, so on a 5+, start running away. No, okay, they hold firm. The Cadian over here, they took 3 casualties. I believe on a 6 they'll start running away. They do have slightly higher leadership. Oh, great. Good, okay, so one of them legs it. Great, my elite Cadian. I'm not going to re-roll that for a command point just for one of them, but that sucks. Oh dear. Alright, I choose to believe he did not run, but instead one of the little living ammunition organisms finally managed to creep under his armor plate and eat him out from inside.
Did it just jump from the guy next to him?
Possibly. Something like that, but he definitely didn't run away. Anyway, so final squad at the end there, they also took 3 casualties. So 5+. No, they hold firm as well. The rank and file are holding, but the elite's not apparently. So that concludes Tyranid turn 1. Now moving into guard turn 1, where we're going to return fire, and I have way too many targets here. My priorities are going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky to figure out what I want to shoot at. So let's go over to the guard turn. Okay, folks, here's what things look like at the end of the guards movement phase. This tank has retreated back this way. These guardsmen have shifted right to get some fire down into those gene stealers and hopefully kill a few of them. And Van Graaf's command squad has shifted ever so slightly so I can get that flamer in range of the gene stealers as well. Meanwhile, the Bulgrins and Bert, leading them, have sallied forth. Their target is going to be that Broodlord. I want to see if I can bash his face in and remove a big annoying threat from the table while we're at it. Possibly bash a few other things while we're at it. Basically just try and hold up this middle blob and sell our big Ogren lives dearly as possible. The remaining guardsmen here have moved up. The screen has widened out a bit in front of that tank. And over at the top end here, this squad of guardsmen, or what's left of them, have sallied forth to get into flame range of some of those termagants and to put some more distance between themselves and the tank behind them as well. I'm probably not long for this world, but hey. And everything else has remained stationary. As much stuff as possible has remained stationary, in fact, just to benefit from that Cadian reroll for doing so. So yeah, that's the movement phase. Psychic phase, done. The Psychers are once again too distracted. Normally at the end of the movement phase, in the turns going forward, I will roll to see if reinforcements arrive. However, not on turn 1. They're still getting things set up back there.
Well, there aren't any reinforcements anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you keep saying that. The fleet's coming.
Nope.
Fingers crossed. So, that's the movement. Let's shoot some stuff. Alright, the shooting phase has begun. The guard have opened fire. And only 3 gene stealers remain on this flank here. Van Graaf's command squad, these guys up here, and the general's command squad took some pot shots as well, and we managed to kill all but 3 gene stealers. I've decided I don't want to chuck any more fire at them for now. I have other more high priority targets, so I don't want to waste things like my mortar team on 3 gene stealers if I can help it. I might just have to deal with them. Maybe if I'm really lucky, kill them with some Overwatch. I don't know. But I'm not going to bother with them for now. Next up though, it's the Bulgrins over here. I'm going to use the Grenadiers stratagem for 1 command point, so the whole squad can throw grenades at these gene stealers here. So these frag bombs are quite nice. They do a lot of shots when you use the whole squad like this. So basically, I'm going to roll all that up, and we'll see what it does. All right, the Bulgrin's frag bombs did absolutely nothing. Yeah, the Malanthrope's -1 to hit bubble combined with just terrible rolling on my part means we did nothing. We got 1 wound, and the gene stealer saved it on a 6. So that's great. This is not going well, guys. Right, next up, I think I'm going to fire a whole heap of las guns at those gene stealers. Alright, this squad at the front here. First rank fire, second rank fire. Opened up into the gene stealers and killed absolutely nothing. I'm sensing a theme here. However, I do have a melter gun, which is going to be firing at that Trigon there. So, hits on not a 1. Alright, so next, it's going to be this squad at the back here, doing the same thing, but with not as many shots, because they're not in rapid fire range. Okay, this squad opened fire as well, and we killed 2 Gene Stealers? I think. Was it 2 or was it 1?
1.
1 Gene Stealer.
A single Gene Stealer.
A single Gene Stealer was killed by all that las gun fire, and the frag bombs, and everything. However,
second rank fire is totally OP, guys.
Yeah, it's completely OP. It's like... It really isn't, guys. It really isn't. However, I am now using overlapping fields of fire for 2 command points, so I can add 1 to hit rolls against those Gene Stealers. So my dudes will be hitting those Gene Stealers on 4s again now to cancel out the Malonthrope's cheesy nonsense. I'm calling it cheesy. I am. I'm doing it.
So salty so early.
All right. Yeah, and that's a pack of shortbreads over there. They're still in the shop. I need to move those. Shortbreads are yummy. Anyway, yeah. So overlapping fields of fire. I'm probably now going to open fire with these mortars over here against those Gene Stealers. So let's do that. All right, they've boxed in the coordinates, and these mortars are going to open fire. Their shells, hopefully landing on these Gene Stealers here and doing some damage. They are 1d6 number of shots each, and they can fire at stuff that they can't see as well because they're mortars. So, 3d6 shots. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, a rather lovely 12 shots, and I need to remember his name is not Creed, but Creed, not technically Creed, but actually Creed, has ordered them as well to take aim, and since they remain still in their Cadian, that means I'm re-rolling all failed hit rolls here. So, here we go. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything. And the re-roll? Alright, didn't convert much with the re-roll, but a little bit. Alright, I'll take that. Now this is going to wound on 4s because it's strength 4. 5 up invulns. And oh, the tension. All right,
4 die.
4 of them die. That's I finally killed a chunk of Gene Stealers. That's nice. Good on your mortars. All right, moving on. I think I'm gonna fire. Let's see, how many are left?
There should be 7 left.
7 left. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. Gene Stealers need to die. I'm going to fight this heavy weapons team over here who've got the same order on them, take aim, so re-rolling everything because they stayed still. I'm going to fire frag missiles from both the missile launchers and the heavy bolter at these Gene Stealers as well. I would really like to wipe them out. I would really, really, really like to wipe them out. So that is what's going to happen. Let's do the heavy bolter first. And everything hits. No re-rolls required. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 5 up invulns again.
2 more die.
2 more dead Gene Stealers. Excellent. Alright, now 2d6 shots from the frag missiles for 5. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything. So let's re-roll these 3. Oh dear, never mind. Alright, 2. These will wound on 4s. No wounds. Oh dear. Alright, frag missiles whiffed, but the heavy bolter did not. Moving on, I think, next to the Lehman Russ here. It's got 2 heavy bolters on it and a heavy flamer and a battle cannon. The heavy flame is out of range. The heavy bolters will go into the Gene Stealers. The battle cannon. Ooh, well, I think I'm going to try and make a start on one of these Tyranids, so it's going to be that one up there. I'm absolutely terrified of the acid sprays on them, so I'm going to try and put a dent in it. So I'll do the heavy bolters quickly first against those Gene Stealers. So that's 6 shots in total from both the sponsons. And these are reroll 1s. Good that's bloody thing too. How the heck did I do that?
Yeah, I can't.
Alright. Okay, we got 3 hits. It's not a tank commander or anything, just a regular Lehman Russ. So. And wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
Okay, 5 after vulnerables.
I've just knocked off your Trigon. I think it's still alive.
Fine.
There we go. Alright. It's okay, everybody. He lives. He actually landed on his base. He's like a cat. Alright, so next up, battle cannon.
Bang. Boom.
Grinding advances a thing, so 2d6 for the number of shots for 6. Alright, back to hitting on 5s again on this one because I don't have overlapping fields of fire.
This is almost exactly 3 inches.
Oh, there you go. I don't have overlapping fields of fire on this Tyranid yet. So, hitting on 5s. I get 1 hit, very good.
On the plus side, you would still have only got 1 hit.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so 1 hit. Strength 8, so winning on 4 plus. It's a wound! 8 minus 2.
Yep, so effectively it's -1 because I'm... Well, it's -2, but I'm +1 because I count as being in cover for my Jormungandr trait because he didn't advance or charge.
Yes, that lovely
or fly.
trait of yours.
So 4 up. Well, that didn't
no! D3 damage. For
Okay.
1. Okay. But...
I'll take it.
I'm going to play Overlapping Fields of Fire again.
Thought you might.
Yes, I am. Narrative for the win. Overlapping Fields of Fire is happening again. I'm spending another 2 command points. So now I can get some decent shots into that Tyranid, hopefully. Okay, this tank at the top end here, he's going to be firing his heavy bolter at those Gene Stealers. Here. And he's going to be firing his battle cannon at the Tyranid. In both cases, hitting on 4s, thanks to the magic that is Overlapping Fields of Fire. God bless Cadia. Alright, so, first heavy bolter into the Gene Stealers. Re-rolling that 1. Doesn't go through, so 1 hit, wounds on 3, it does wound.
Okay, 5 up and vulnerable. No.
Dead Gene Stealer, that's what I like to see. Alright, now the
Back
battle
in the
cannon
hole.
at this Tyranid here, so 2d6 shots. That's pretty good. Okay, 7 shots, 4 up. And re-rolling that 1. Okay, 3 hits.
That command point didn't work.
It didn't. No, again, I'm being teased by my dice here. Alright, and by you. But, yeah, this will wound on 4s. I get 1 wound. It's worth a command point for one of them. Might be. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Command point being spent. No, nah, it's always the way. It's always the way. You spend a command point on a wound dice or something and it bites you in the bum. Alright, so yeah, that will be...
4 up save effectively.
Save again.
No, failed. D3 damage.
D3, better than 1 this time, please. No, another 1. Okay.
He's down to 12.
Kind of pathetic. Alright, so that leaves me now with some more small arms fire up there, which we'll do at the end of the phase, and also this heavy weapon squad here. So, 2 las cannons. Again, they've got the same order as the other 2 heavy weapons teams, and they're going to be firing at this Tyranid. So, here we go. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything. Yes, okay,
Nice.
2 hits. There's a wound on 3s. 2 wounds, AP minus 3.
Okay, so effectively 5 up.
Yep.
Pass 1, fail 1.
Damn it. Alright, D6 damage. 5 damage, that is more
That's
like
handy.
it. That is very good. Alright, and also the missile launcher, firing a crack missile. Re-rolling everything. It misses anyway, never mind. Alright, so that concludes all the big guns. We do have a few little bits of small arms fire over here. I'm probably going to do that off camera. Alright, with that small arms fire out of the way, I killed 4 termagants and nothing else. The Kazakin did have a pop at the Gene Stealers with some of their hot shot las guns. I'm going to call them hell guns because that's what they are, damn it. I'm living in the past, I know. And
You literally just said, I refuse to call them hot shot las guns.
I punted a grenade launcher, crack grenade at these Tyranid warriors, and it did nothing. They passed the 6+ save thing. So, well, they passed the save on a 6. They didn't have a 6+ save. I'm losing the plot here, guys. Let's just move on to the charge phase, where the Bulgrins and Bert are going to be trying to, I say assassinate, really just gank this Broodlord before he can do anything nasty to me. At least that's the plan. So I'm going to roll the dice for the charge on the Bulgrins and we'll measure it up in a second.
Charging the prime as well.
Am I charging the prime as well?
He will heroically intervene into you because he is a character.
Well, I might as well then.
But
Okay.
he does have some overwatch.
Alright, well, I'll roll the dice. It's a 12, so yeah, we're... Just you were mentioning earlier off camera, this is slightly Aragorn at the Black Gate right now, leading the charge. straight into these nids sallying forth here. But Bert's not much of an Aragorn, really.
Do you want to roll a charge for Bert as well, then?
Yeah, I think I will, because he'll probably try and go around and bash the Broodlord as well. So, 5, 6, 7, maybe. Measure it up in a second.
Cool.
So, yeah. Overwatch. What are you? What gun does this have that has that many
He has
dice?
a bioelectric pulse with containment spines.
Oh, bloody hell! Okay.
1 wound.
1 wound. All right. No AP.
Nope.
2 up save then. Yeah, we're fine. Bounces off the slab shield. All right. So. All right. 21 attacks from the Bulgrin straight into this Broodlord. I was tempted to put some attacks into the arm dropping dice. Put some attacks into the Trigon because he's also quite scary, but he's got 12 wounds. I don't think I'll kill him, but I think I could kill the Broodlord. So here we go, hitting on 3s with our Bulgrin Mauls and getting extra attacks here because of Avalanche of Muscle. Well, those 2 I dropped as well. Okay, very nice. All right, now wounded on 3s. All right, 11 saves here, 5 up invulns on the Broodlord. And
Wasn't a bad roll, but still, it's enough. He's got 6 wounds.
yeah,
And
this is 2
multiple
damage each.
anyway.
Yeah, so
So he's dead.
Broodlord is freaking dead. Yes. Okay.
I'm going to use a stratagem.
Uh-oh. Am I about to get sprayed with acid blood or something? Alright, 2 command points are being spent on Death Frenzy. This I did not know about, but basically the Broodlord now gets to attack before it dies. Uh-oh.
Which should be fun. So he's going to attack the squad.
Okay.
He's got 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s.
Oh dear.
Oh, man.
Okay. You have transferred some of my luck to you. Nice.
Okay, he has strength 5, but he can reroll wounds with the monstrous rending claws, which is useful. Okay, so 1 wound.
Yes.
1 wound. It's -3 and D3 damage.
Okay, so -3, that gives me a 5 up save. Oh, not quite.
Okay, D3 damage.
D3.
3.
3. Okay, a dead Bulgrin.
Okay, that might have been worth.
But that was that was way less effective than I thought it would be. I thought I was going to be kissing goodbye to most of the squad there, but fair enough. Okay, I'll take that. It's not a bad trade. Okay, and now are you piling in and stuff with the Trigon?
You go ahead with Bert.
Oh, Bert, of course.
I assume he charged both.
He did not actually. He only charged the Broodlord. There wasn't much point in him charging the Trigon. So Bert's just going to stand there like a lemon. Besides, I don't think there's not enough room for him to pile in anyway.
Well, the Bulgrins would have piled in after killing the thing, so.
That's true. They can consolidate actually.
Did you want them to consolidate into the gaunts?
That's exactly what I want to do.
That's quite a smart move, I think.
So he'll consolidate into those
if there's going to be any of them left.
gaunts, and yeah, the rest of them can just sort of spread out a little bit like that. All right, cool. So consolidation done. Bert won't get to fight anything yet. I'm sure that will change very quickly. So there you go. That's the end of the fight phase. Any morale for you to do?
Well, I'm going to try on you first.
Oh, of course you are.
I wasn't going to interrupt in front of Bert, but I am
Jump
still
in the gun there.
I am still going to stab you. So he's got effectively 7 attacks plus his tail. Do separately.
This is scary.
So he's going to hit on 3s, re-rolling 1s with his massive scything talons.
I don't think I can bank on you having the same luck as last time.
Okay, he's strength 7, so wounding on 3s.
Is that everything? That's everything bar 1.
Yeah, so 5 wounds, it's -3, and it's D6 damage.
I see, so 5 up saves. I pass 1. Oh dear, this is not good.
And
All
it's
right.
D6, I'll have to do 1 at a time.
Yeah.
First one, 2. So the second one, whatever, kills an Ogren.
Okay. Dead Ogren.
Third one, 5. So that kills an Ogren.
Dead Ogren.
And the last one, 2.
Alright, so 1 Ogren lives on a single wound.
And then he's going to nip you with his pincer. Oh no, he's got the biostatic rattle. He's going to rattle at you.
Actually, I'll put it on this guy here.
Hit on 3. Yep. Strength 7, so wounding on 3. Yep. The biostatic rattle is -1 damage.
Alright, 3 up save, which I pass.
Okay.
Alright, okay, so.
And then I've got some termagants as well, but...
Alright, well, the termagants tried to bite and scratch away, but the Bullgrins are having none of it. They're still alive. Meanwhile, over here, we've got morale to do. I did the morale roll for the Bullgrins. They're leadership 8 with the Bonehead. They're like Space Marines. They're very loyal Bullgrins. Too stupid to know when to run away, really. But they're fine. They passed their morale. So now it's these 3 Gene Stealers over here.
Yeah, so they're leadership 9 and they lost 7.
Right.
So they could be a bit running away.
Yeah.
A bit scared.
Basically 3+.
Well, there we go. That's a 6.
Okay.
So, yeah, bye-bye, say the Gene Stealers.
Gene Stealers have run off. Scuttled away back into the shadows, I imagine, to prey on someone else later. And that concludes the Imperial Guard turn 1. Yeah, killed some stuff. Didn't make as much of a dent as I'd hoped. But hey, whatever. We've just got to hold on. That's all we've got to do. We've got to survive. We don't need to kill everything. We just need to live for long enough. Hopefully, the Emperor protects, right? Okay, folks, here we are at the end of the Tyranid turn 2 movement phase. The swarm is just overrunning us right now. This unit of Gene Stealers has returned on a 2+ at the end of the movement phase, as per the sustained assault rules. They've returned, and they're probably going to charge straight into these Bullgrins, who still defiantly remain here, holding the line.
That they are, in this special narrative scenario, allowed to appear from these tunnels.
This is true,
as
yes.
opposed to just the board edge, as is normal.
Yeah.
I can't remember if you remember this, but we discussed this a while back, that I could bring back anything through the tunnel system, and it has to be within 3 inches or on it when it comes out at the end of the movement phase.
Yeah.
But I can't bring anything that's got more than 12 wounds back that way, because these guys are too big.
Yeah, so no scythed hyrodules crawling out of those tunnels, but little gribblies, little smaller bugs, they can come back through these tunnels that are burrowed up here instead of just coming on from the board edge there.
Basically, the tunnels are Trigon size, so anything smaller than a Trigon can come out.
Yeah. So basically, all my hard work killing those Gene Stealers on the previous turn was wasted, because they're back. Meanwhile, elsewhere, this unit of Termagants, because I consolidated into them with my Bullgrins last turn, they ain't shooting. They've fallen back out of combat. Same as this Trigon here, he's fallen back out of combat, so he's not doing anything other than just looking scary.
Yep. That's his job. Also,
the winged Hive Tyrant has arrived over here to cause more problems. The Rippers are still staying in reserve, though. They're not here yet. But, yes, so the Swarm continues to get closer to my lines, and like an awkward rock in the middle of the sea, these Bullgrins and Burt remain here, holding up the Swarm.
It is worth noting that if they weren't there, this would be here.
Yep.
So they're totally doing their job.
I like I said to Dan, I would like to pretend that was intentional, but it really is just a happy accident. I didn't realise I'd be able to hold up the big monster quite like that, but I have, which is nice. So, yeah, they're going to die very quickly, these Bullgrins, but it was worth it, I think. Alright, so that's the movement phase done. Are you psychicking?
I do have some psychic powers this time.
Right.
So, the Neurothrope over there is close to those Bullgrins, so we're going to try and get rid of them with good old Smite.
Oh, bugger.
Which, as we know, High Fleet Goliath are terrible at Smite, right?
Something of a reputation when it comes to smiting. Alright, get on with it.
Goes off.
That goes off.
2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds. That means this bonehead is dead. And this one remains on 2 wounds. Whoops.
No.
I'm destroying
My
all the
giant
models
floaty
today.
brain.
I'm sorry.
And then we're going to go straight on to Psychic Scream, which is effectively the same thing.
Lovely.
That does indeed go off.
And
for 2 mortal wounds.
He is indeed dead. Alright.
That was nice and efficient.
Bullgrin's gone, Burt stands alone remaining there. Now, this is a good time to mention something that I should have probably mentioned in the intro, but completely forgot. This is a high stakes game. This is the final mission of the campaign. And characters of mine who fall in this final mission, after the game is over, I will roll the d6, and on the roll of a 1, they are dead, permanently dead, gone, completely, just, that's it, that's the end of them. They'll go on the shelf, they will not appear in future battle reports. They will be canonically dead. It will be X characters. And Bert's character as well. So, yeah, he may, there's a chance he may die. So that's not good. So all of these characters here, the general, the colonel, the major, but they could all potentially not be returning from this mission, folks. So he's in a precarious position right now. It's a little worrying. But hey, this is the kind of situation in which heroes are made, so yeah. Alright, any more psychic?
Yeah, the Hive Tyrant's going to cast Catalyst, and he's going to put it on himself.
Right.
Or not.
Or not. Apparently not.
I think it's a 6.
No, that was just a 5, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, so...
and then he's going to cast Smite, because why not?
Smiting some guardsmen.
Yep. 1 dead guardsman.
Hooray! Dead.
You're welcome.
Alright, so shooting next. Alright, these termagants have opened fire with all of their fleshy weapons of death against these remaining guardsmen over here. I've decided to take cover on them. Well, when they were targeted, I decided to take cover on them. So they do have 4-up saves, but they've got 13 saves to make, so we'll see what happens. Okay. The command point was spent for naught. They're all dead anyway. It was worth a try. I've had some jammy take cover rolls in the past, so... Alright, what's up next then,
Okay,
sir?
the warriors are going to shoot the tank.
Mr. Hive Mind. Alright, warriors at the tank.
Okay, Deathspitters.
Okay.
Nothing. And the Venom Cannon. D3
Yeah.
shots. 1.
1.
Misses.
Misses. Alright, brilliant. Alright, tank lives for now.
That was worth filming.
Alright, next up, this Tyranid levelled its bioweapons at these Kazakin up on the bunker here. The string of salvos missed completely, but the acid spray has just covered these guys. And I got 6 saves to make at 4+. Would be 3+ because cover, but this is a -1 weapon, so... 4-ups. Oh my days. You've killed 1 Kazakin, the rest live. I don't believe it.
I guess I'm firing the Hive Tyrant.
And the thing is, I was debating on whether or not to use take cover again. If I had, I would have lost no Kazakin.
Oof.
Damn it! Alright, anyway. That was very lucky. Next, the Hive Tyrant has fired his Twin-Link Devourers with the Brain Leech Worms at these poor Kazakin who apparently have not taken enough punishment today. They've got 8 saves to make. I did, this time, pop take cover. Which means I have 2+ saves. 3+ for being in cover, an extra 1 for take cover. So, here we go. 2 of them fall, but yeah, they're not all dead just yet. Up and down the line, more bioweapons have been unleashed. A couple of guardsmen from this squad died from the bioelectric static rattle thing from this Trigon. Up here, 4 guardsmen were cut down as a result of the acid spray from the Tyranids, which didn't do as much damage as you might think. I made an awful lot of 5+ saves. The Tyranids are throwing everything they've got at us, and we're still standing for now. However, what we do now come to is the Scythe Hierodule unloading its big bio-weapony thing at Bert.
This is a bioacid spray.
Is this the way the world ends for Bert?
Let's find out. It's 2d6 automatic hits.
Oh gosh.
7.
Right, so these are wound on 3s.
Okay, strength 6, so wounds on 3s. 4 wounds. It's minus 2.
Wounds. Now, with the Death Mask of Valanius, or indeed just the Slab Shield, this is a 4-up save either way. Okay. Bert, my dude.
You can do it, Bert.
I'm going to do it one at a time. I'll go. Saved. Saved. Failed. Saved. 1 goes through, so that is D3 damage, yeah?
D3 damage. 2.
2 damage. He is far from dead, my friend. Not released for now. We've got the charge phase still to come out, but you spray acid at him. He raises his shield, and only a bit of it gets through. Brilliant. All right. Okay, he's got 4 wounds left. You've just pissed him off now. I like to think he just chucks his cigar out, stamps on it, and gets ready to receive the charge. Probably throws some foul language at you while we're at it. So, okay, that's all of your shooting done?
Yeah, that's everything.
Right, charge phase then.
Okay.
Do we want to take a guess at where you might be charging
first of all, this one, charging that one.
Right, I'm throwing a frag bomb at you.
Yeah, you are.
D6 for 4. 4 6s. We can do this. Okay, nothing. The frag bomb bounces off your hide and harmlessly explodes somewhere else. Oh yeah, just you ate it and nothing happened. Gulp. All right, so.
Okay, so he doesn't really need it at this range, I think, but he has a rule where he can roll 3 dice and discard the lowest for his charge range.
Crikey.
So let's see. Yeah, he's in.
He's definitely in.
Do
your worst.
Then the gene sealers are going to go in as well. Yep.
Oprah protects. You ain't gonna kill me.
Alright, well, as Bert is surrounded by the swarm, meanwhile over here, these 3 gene stealers have managed to make a charge into these guardsmen. No casualties to Overwatch. And up here, these termagants attempted a very long charge up the side of that bunker into those Kazakin, but failed. Again, no casualties to Overwatch, however. So, where do we begin, sir?
So I'm actually going to start with these 3 gene sealers over here, see if they can tear up that guard squad.
Alright, how many command points do I have left? I've got 5.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
I might interrupt with Bert.
Exactly.
I don't think he's going to do an awful lot.
I'm tempted, yeah.
I'm probably just going to do it on principle. So
seems legit.
Right.
Okay, so they're going to use their rending claws and they're going to slice up this. Because none of them have got the acid more left.
Right.
So rending claws against the squad. So 3s for hits.
Mm-hmm. Alright, after the wounds, that is 1 dead guardsman from the rending and 1 who has to make a save of minus what was it?
-1.
Oh,
6.
alright, 6 up save then. No, it's 2 dead guardsmen from that. Okay, 2 command points have been spent. Bert is going to interrupt, and he's going to hit the big monster in the face with his hammer. It probably would be better for me to hit Gene Stealers instead. But this is it's the principle of the thing, you know? You just sprayed acid all over me, I'm going to smack you in the face with a hammer. That's the way this works, alright? Nobody ever claimed Bert was a tactical genius, alright? So he's got 4 attacks. He hits on 3s. Oh, that's actually pathetic. Must have something in his eyes. Got some of the acid in his eyes, I don't know. 1 hit. Wounds on a 5+, no wounds. Okay, that was dreadful. Anticlimactic, and I'm sorry.
It helps, that wouldn't have hurt a gene sealer either.
Yeah, that's. I want to go cry now in the corner. But okay, right, that was 2 command points well spent. Apparently not. Next, are you going to attack him with the big monster?
I'm going to attack him with the gene stealers.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to eat his brain.
No. Alright, that was an awful lot of dice, and therefore I did not film it. We'll come to the saves though. Basically, because of the rending clause, I've got 5 4-up invulns to make, and another 4 3+ saves to make. Let's do it.
This is to save your brain.
Oh no.
Just think of that.
Alright, 4-ups, here we go. Saved. 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 Saved! Alright, now the 3-ups.
So if you fail all of these, I get to eat your brain.
Failed. Saved. Saved. Saved!
So
I take 1 wound, and that's it!
Gene Sealers only did 1 wound. Alright, I guess in that case the side hero jewel is going to have to eat you.
Alright, I want to go and check the Death Basket of Alanius relic to see when I'm allowed to get my wounds back. Just want to see. Okay, that took a while, but I managed to check the rule. It's at the start of any of my turns that you can heal. You can heal D3 mortal wounds. That was very difficult to say for some reason. Anyway, so not right now, basically. So I have to survive the incoming attacks from the Scythe Hierodual. And if Bert does, he can heal D3 mortal wounds, or D3 wounds at the start of my turn. I've now jinxed it, however, and he will die. So, would you like to roll a dice?
Yes. So he's got 8 attacks effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Hit on 3s, we rolling 1s because it's siding Talons.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 7 hits.
What?
He's strength 10, so wounding on 2s.
Oh god.
Okay, there we go. Oh, that's not. There you go. 5 wounds.
Oof.
Minus loads, so you're on your invulnerables, obviously.
Let's find out. Does the Emperor protect?
No.
No. How much damage is this?
D6.
Alright. Passed.
No.
No. Passed. Passed. So 2 get through.
How many command points have you got left?
I've got 3.
And you probably want to save at least 1 or 2 for your pitiful calls out for help into the warp, right?
Well, I can't re-roll mission dice with command points, and that's technically mission dice. So I'm doing it.
Okay.
Command point. Saved. Command point.
But no.
No. So
just 1d6 damage, and he's got 3 wounds left.
you need to roll a 3+ to kill him.
I think we'll use
Come on, bud.
Winter's dice for this.
Yeah, use a Winter's dice. That means you'll roll 2, right?
6.
Winters, I'm gonna officially blame you for this one. Oh dear, he falls.
Bye bye, Bert.
But what a tank! My goodness, the amount of hits he took in the end. Well, we'll find out at the end of the game if Bert survived this. I really hope he does. I spent an awful lot of time converting that model. But hey, rules is rules.
Next battle report features Nert.
Nerd,
The
yes.
unrelated offering bodyguard.
His twin brother, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, there we go. We'll find out at the end of the game if he survived the campaign. And
He's not going to because the entire planet's covered in nids and they're going to eat everything. So it's,
yeah, you just you don't.
no one's coming. There's no help.
You can. It's not over till the fat Carnifex sings, my friends. So, anyway, morale now.
You've got some guardsmen to fight back.
Oh, of course, yeah, I do actually. All right.
Which you might as well because there's only 3 gene sealers there. So.
All right. Sergeants have 3 attacks. I learned this thanks to the YouTube comments. And we also have another 2 survivors. 3 survivors. Okay. So, all right. Fixed bayonets, men. We got 1, 2, 3 hits. 5 to wound.
Nope.
No wounds. All right. So that's that nice and tidied up now.
Totally worth it.
They took 6 casualties, so another 2 run away. I will leave the melter gun. Oh, actually no, I'll leave the melter gun and the sergeant alive. And you may remember this melter gun dude from the game against the Black Legion where he blew up a rhino by himself. So he's a hero is basically what I'm saying. You better watch out because he's going to kill all of you. Anyway... That concludes... these guys lost 2 as well. 4, 5, 6, they're fine. And the Kazakin lost 3.
They're fine.
They're fine as well. Alright, morale phase really concluded for reals this time. Alright, that's the end of Tyranids turn 2. That was terrifying and scary. And they're not quite into my lines yet, though, on the bright side. But
Bert did his job.
Bert did his job. He held them up. He held up the big bad monster. He distracted all the gene stealers. Good for him. He's a hero. He will be remembered. Alright folks, it's God turn 2, end of the movement phase, and this is what's happened. Not an awful lot really. The major and the colonel and their command squads have moved over here to get their flamers in range of these gene stealers. This tank has reversed a little bit and turned so he can shoot some stuff, and that's kind of all the movement really. Everything else has pretty much stayed put. However, it's turn 2 and we're at the end of the movement phase, so I need to roll now to see if the beacon is lit.
Why?
Gondor calls for, Morgan's Reach calls for aid. So on a 5+, the beacon is lit. That's a 6.
Ship Captain, Astroplant's reporting a psychic disturbance on the planet below.
Throne save us. What is the swarm doing now?
No, sir. It's not the Hive fleet. It's coming from an astropathic choir on the surface. There's survivors down there.
Still? All the projections the Astartes gave us indicated the planet should have fallen weeks ago.
It seems they were wrong, sir.
It would not be the first time. There is nothing to be done. Our place is here with the fleet. We cannot abandon our posts for the sake of some wretched Imperial guardsmen. The orbital battle is not yet won.
No.
Honored Ancient Hephaestus, you have awoken, I see.
We will fight, Shield Captain.
I bow to your wisdom, but why? The crucial battle is up here against the Hive ships.
I have been here before.
You've been here... Wait, you mean...
I was here, Hercules. I was here 10,000 years ago. That Hive city down there, where the beacon is coming from, it is Hive Hephaestus. It is the battlefield upon which I earned my name. Honor demands I return.
But the swarm is massive, Honored Ancient. It is unlikely you will survive.
The Emperor himself made my brothers and I defend this world when he still walked among us. It is time I honored his command once again.
Understood, Honored Ancient. I cannot refuse you this. By the throne, what were the chances? Anyway, we will have the teleportariums ready to go in minutes. I will accompany you personally. It seems the Imperial Guard will have its reinforcements after all. All hands, prepare for emergency teleportation to the surface. At least our combatants will be appearing in your helmet displays shortly. It is time to meet the enemy face to face.
Torchbearer to Aquila. Torchbearer to Aquila.
Go ahead, Torchbearer. Is the beacon successful?
Yes, my lord, it's lit. They are coming.
Who's coming? Start making sense quickly, Lieutenant. I'm a little busy here.
From Golden Light, my lord. The Emperor protects.
Attention all Astra Militarum forces. This is Shield Captain Heracles of the Adeptus Custodes. You are fortunate enough today to be blessed by the presence of the Emperor's own 10,000. Instructions are as follows. Keep your lines clear. Do not allow the swarm to enter the compound. Do not concern yourselves with the large Tyranid organism. We shall deal with them.
From Golden Light they come, folks. The Adeptus Custodes, the vanguard of the Acheron Crusade fleet, has beamed down to the surface. The beacon was seen. Help has arrived as fast as it possibly could. Undoubtedly, there are more forces inbound, but these are the only ones who could get down here fast enough. Teleporting directly down via their special Custodes teleportariums, we have 2 squads of Custodian Guard, 1 squad of Alaris Terminators over there, and Hephaestus himself, the Telamon Dreadnought. Hephaestus named for the very Hive city we stand in. Once, millennia ago, ancient Hephaestus fought here, and he vowed to protect this place. And so when the Custodes were considering whether or not to send help down here to the planet's surface, the ancient, who had been awoken, he intervened. He said, no, we're going down. We're going to protect the city. And so they're here, folks. They've teleported in, down behind the Tyranids, so we've now got them caught in a kind of pincer here. And hopefully this pays off. Hopefully we can do some damage, and perhaps we'll see. We may yet survive this. We've got a long way to go. It is still only turn 2, and we've got to survive all the way to the end. But it's going to be a glorious battle either way. So, psychic phase done. The the psychers are still up on the roof there. The beacon's been set up, but you know they're a little preoccupied keeping it going, or at least taking a bit of a rest. I imagine if you've pushed a psychic beacon through the shadow of the warp like that, you might want to nap afterwards. Let's be honest.
I think there's plenty of exploded brains in there.
Yeah, they're going to mop out the inside of the chapel. It's not good. It's not good. So here we go, folks. We're going to go into the shooting phase, and I think we're going to begin with the Emperor's personal soldiers themselves. Okay, so guys, these custodians here open fire along with the shield captain at these termagants here. Killed 5 of them. Deadly accurate shots. Now, I'm moving over here to this custodian guard squad, who are going to shoot that Malanthrope, because it's the closest target to him.
Whoops.
So, even though he's a character, I'm going to shoot him anyway. So, that is going to be 4 shots from the Sentinel Blades. These will hit on 2s. Not within range of the captain, so I'm not rerolling that one. And these will wound on 5s. I think you're toughness 6 or
Toughness
something.
5.
Toughness 5, alright, yeah. So, wounded on 5s, 1 wound. AP -1.
Okay, it's got 5 up save, so it's a 6. There you go.
Ah, damn you. Alright, and the Sentinel Blade, Gun Sword, both hit. Wounds on 5s, no wounds. Okay.
That one okay.
Then I'm going to move over to these Alaris Terminators with the Castellan axes, and they're going to be shooting these warriors, because these custodian bolt guns here, they've got flat 2 damage, so I could potentially kill a few warriors here, maybe. So, 2, 4, 6 shots from these axes. We'll do the grenade launchers in a minute, but I'm going to fire them at the same dudes. So, hitting on 2s. And wounding on toughness 4, right?
Yep.
Yep, 4s. 1, 2, 3 at -1.
Passed them all.
You send the Emperor's finest and you just bounce their shots off them. Alright, so now it's going to be the grenade launchers on their wrists. Okay, it's D3 shots each. Now, I also forgot that the shield captain over there, he's got a grenade launcher as well, so I'll do his in a minute as well. But 3D3 shots for 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is strength 4, so wounded on 4s. 3 wounds, and it's AP -3.
Okay, so effectively 6 up because they got their cover save.
Yeah, the Yorman gun to save.
No, that's 3 fails. Is it 1 damage, you say?
Yep.
Okay, that's 1 dead warrior.
1 dead warrior, lovely. Right, so just to go do the shield captain as well. D3 shots. 3. Very nice. Against the termagants again.
Reroll the 1.
Rerolled that 1 indeed. So 3 hits.
3s.
3's to wound.
3 dead
3
termagants.
wounds. 3 more dead termagants.
Blech.
Mopping them up quite quickly. Alright. Enough faffing around with those small arms. Let's fire the Dreadnought. Alright, the Telemon Heavy Dreadnought is opening fire. The Spiculous Bolt Launcher on the top has already fired over at these termagants and killed a whole bunch more of them. There's only a few of them left now. And now, the Iliastus Accelerated Culverin, thanks for naming it such a ridiculously long name, Forge World, is firing over here at this Trigon Prime, because this thing is strength 7. It used to be strength 8, but they changed the beta rules for it. But strength 7, so I'm going to fire it at this Trigon Prime here. So it's 4 shots. It's a heavy weapon, it just counts having moved when deep striking in like this, so it's going to hit on the 3s, re-rolling 1s for the shield captain. Limit 2, but I will take those 3 other hits. And then this is strength 7, so wound on 3s. All 3 wound, AP -3.
Yay!
So, what save is that you got?
So he didn't charge or advance,
No, he
so he does get the benefit of cover, so it's effectively a 5 up.
Okay.
Pass 1,
Alright.
failed 2.
Flat 2 damage, so he takes 4 wounds.
Okay.
At Trigon.
Down to 8.
Put some holes in him. And that's the end of the Custodes shooting. time to move back over to the other end of the table to the slightly surprised and probably they're all bleating their thanks to the Emperor right now. These guardsmen over here. But it's not over yet. There's still a big swarm of bugs coming straight at them, and the Custodes are not between them and the bugs because there wasn't enough room. So, yeah, let's see what we're going to shoot next. Okay, after a volley of fire from both of these command squads here, the remaining 3 Gene Stealers there are dead. They're toast. A mixture of being flamed and lasgunned.
It wasn't just the command squads though, was it?
No. The final Gene Stealer was killed, I wish I'd filmed it, by Colonel Van Graff with his bolt pistol, just like in Mission 2. Van Graff's a badass! I don't care what you say. He's awesome. I hope he doesn't die at the end of the mission. So, now I've jinxed him. Moving on, we're going to go with this heavy weapons team up here, which has been ordered by Lord General Solomon Rothia to take aim. So they'll be re-rolling all of their hits. I should do his superior tactical training roll as well while we're at it. So on a 4+, yeah, that order can affect an additional unit, which it does. So it's going to affect these guys here, which means I can issue them a different order. In addition to that, I think the orders things can get really confusing when you start introducing these weird warlord traits and relics, but hey. Alright, so they're going to be firing both missile launchers at this wounded Trigon and the heavy bolter at this little squad of termagants here. So, we'll do crack missiles first. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything. So 1 hit, and this will wound on a 3. It does wound, AP -2, effectively -1 because of your Jormungandr thing.
Goes through.
D6 damage for 3. So another 3 wounds off that. Very nice. The heavy bolter now into these Gants. 3 shots, re-rolling everything. Very good. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. AP -1.
Dead.
Another dead Gant. And knocking the tunnels around now. Over here, this remaining squad here, the Meltgun and the Sergeant, were ordered to get back in the fight by Major Lasky over there, which means that the old melter gun there, it can fire. It's going to fire at that wounded Trigon, try and finish it off. This is the guy who killed that Chaos Rhino against the Black Legion. Maybe he can be awfully heroic again. Are we within melter range? Not really, no. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so 1 shot. A single shot. Not re-rolling 1s because I moved. Fell back out of combat. That's why we didn't get back in the fight. So, no, he misses. It was a 3. And I'm saving my last command point for potentially re-rolling a charge roll later on, so it's not happening. He didn't manage to be a hero today yet. I say yet, but he's going to be the next target for the next wave of Gene Stealers probably, so he's not long for this world, but hey. Okay, more lasguns now, I think. Okay, with the aid of first rank fire, second rank fire, this second guard squad at the back there, they opened fire and they killed a few Gene Stealers. Even with the -1 to hit on them. I'm very proud of these guys. Well done. Killed some Gene Stealers. Excellent. Now moving on to some big guns. This Lehman Russ tank here is going to be splitting fire. Again, the heavy flame is sadly out of range. I probably could have shifted it over a bit to be in range of that Trigon, but I'd prefer to keep the reroll 1s. So, battle cannon's going to be firing at the wounded Trigon. Twin heavy bolters, Gene Stealers. So, we'll do the heavy bolters first. 6 shots. Hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1s. There is a 1. Okay, 1 hit. I didn't really expect much, to be fair. It does wound though. 1 5-up, dodgy reflex save.
Nope, kill 1.
So 1 more dead Gene Stealer. Very nice. I'd like to whittle them down to like 1 Gene Stealer and then just try and ignore it so you can't come back.
That's cheeky, that is.
It is a bit cheeky, but I'll take what I can get. Sick of respawning Gene Stealers. Right, battle cannon now. Against the Trigon. 2d6 shots because I'm firing it twice for 6. Could have done with more than that, but hey. And yeah, this will be 4s re-rolling 1s. Roll that one. Okay, 3 hits. Strength 8, wounded on 3s. 2 wounds, 8b minus 2.
Okay, so effectively 4 up saves.
Damn it. Alright. Okay, let's move on to something else. This Lehman Russ here, the Exterminator.
Same deal.
Not quite. It moved, so that heavy bolter's got a -1 on it. So the heavy bolter is going to shoot at something that's not getting the Manthropes bubble. So it's going to be those termagants over there, I think. So heavy bolter at the termagants. 2 hits. And no wounds. Wow, okay. Dud rounds, apparently. And now the Exterminator autocannon at the Trigon. I forgot to declare earlier when I was on camera that it was the Trigon we're shooting at, but yeah, it is. So 8 shots, hitting on 4s. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, strength 7, so is it wounded on 4s?
It's wounded on 3s.
Oh really, it's tough to say.
Tough to 6 on a Trigon.
He's squishier than I thought he was.
He's a good target for that tank.
Okay, so
So
that
you
is...
do that.
yeah, 3 wounds, that makes up for the crazy hit roll.
Okay, so 3 ups. Same double.
That thing has really, really thick hide. I reckon. You remember that Morlock that gave me so much trouble
In another life.
in Game 3? I think the Hive Mind's been making some adjustments. So
learning.
anyway, all right. What next? What next, indeed. This command squad up here, I don't think most of it doesn't really matter. I suppose I'll plink away with my lasguns at these gene stealers. I'll hit them 4s because they're veterans. The plasma gun is going to overcharge into the Trigon.
Yes.
So 1 hit with the lasguns against the gene stealers. It doesn't wound. And yeah,
The main event.
here we go. He's the hero plasma gunner from Game 2. Can he live up to his reputation?
Hits.
Yes, he can. Alright, it hits. It wounds on a 3.
Yeah.
It wounds. -3.
5 or 6. No.
Nope. 2 damage.
3 wounds left.
3 wounds remaining. Yeah. Alright.
There is definitely 3 here somewhere.
I happen to have another squad up here with another plasma gun, as it turns out. And he is in rapid fire range, I think. So, tell you what, we'll start with him. Again, overcharging. 2 hits. Oh my goodness. Alright, wounded on 3s. 1 wound again. Won't kill him, but...
No, he's got 1 wound left.
1 wound left. Oh, that is just, yeah, the lasguns as well. I'm going to try and plink it off.
Go for it.
Okay, folks, this is 17 lasgun shots with the aid of first rank fire, second rank fire from the colonel down there, issuing that order. There might actually be a chance. There might. Let's see what happens. Rolling to hit, 4+, re-rolling 1s. Okay, about half of those hit, which is bang on the average. And now 6s to wound. We have a 6.
Uh-oh.
We have a 6.
Just the 1.
Just the 1.
Alright. 2 up save.
It was worth a try. Okay. Right. So, desperately looking around for guns that I don't have. Well, I've still got these 2 heavy weapons teams to fire. That's a thing. I've got this tank up here and I've got these guys. Alright, well, tank. Tonk. It's going to shoot the Flyrant in the face with
Heavy bolter.
heavy bolter at the termagants, I think. So we'll do the heavy bolter. I do not know why I said it in the French accent, but hey.
Why not? It's fun.
2 hits, 1 wound.
1 dead.
Alright, 1 dead termagant. Now the main event. Battle cannon at the Flyrant. Gonna take a shell to the face. Oof, 9 hits. Shots. Alright, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Is this gunner going to get
Pretty
a
good.
medal? This is not bad. Alright. Only 2 misses there.
Not quite 9 hits, but
10 medals for this crew, hopefully. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. Ooh, yeah. Alright, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at -2,
so 4 up and vulnerable then.
Yep. Don't do a bird.
3 failures.
3 failures, alright. 3d3 damage. 2, 5, 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, he's got 6 left.
Hit you square in the face with that shell. That is not bad.
Owie.
Yeah. Alright, so that brings us to a few extra bits. There's these Kazakin over there. I'll deal with them in a minute. But I think we're going to fire some heavy weapons teams now. I'm going to start with these guys over here. I'm gonna risk this, and I'm gonna fire the one crack missile at the Trigon. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Splitting fire never works. And the 2 las cannons at the Scythe Tyranid because strength 9. Oh, do I want to fire at the Scythe Tyranid? Do I want to? Nah, that Tyranofex is still wounded, isn't it?
Yes.
How many wounds has it got left?
7.
Right, I'm shooting that then.
It is in the -1 to hit bubble though.
Is this true? Oh yeah, the Hierodule isn't, is it?
It is not.
Alright,
It
well,
got Bert baited out of it.
that's true. Well done, Bert. I hope he lives. Okay, yeah, I'm going to shoot that then. Alright, 2 shots. Hitting on 4s, rerolling everything. Luckily. Thank you, Solomon Roth. Alright, 1 hit. Runs on a 3. Oh, bang.
Oh, there you go.
Is that worth my last command point?
Yes, definitely.
Knowing you, you'll probably roll a 6 on your save, so no. I'm not doing it. Alright, and now the crack missile at this wounded Trigon. Re-rolling. Damn it. Alright, that's a dud as well. Alright.
I mean, if you don't hurt anything, split fire doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah. Shut up. Alright. So, that leaves me with some Kazakin and a mortar team. Bother. Well, yeah, bother. I'm going to give up on the Trigon. He's not going to keep trolling me like that Morlock did.
If you say so.
I'm going to fire the mortars at the termagants over there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright folks, mortar shells thudded into these termagants, although I think most of them missed because only 1 died. Then, opened fire with the plasma pistol and the Hellgun on the Kazakin. They killed another 2. And now, there's a chance. I can still kill this Trigon. Because I remembered that one of the Kazakin has a grenade launcher. So I'm going to fire a crack grenade at this Trigon. Yes, I am. You watch me miss now. Okay, so this will hit on 3s. They didn't move, so re-rolling 1s because they're Cadian. Normally, Scions are not Cadian, but as we've explained in previous episodes of this campaign...
They're Kazakin.
They're Kazakin. For the purposes of this campaign, we're treating them as Cadians. Because they're not Scions, they're Kazakin. Alright, so... re-rolling that 1, you see? Yeah, it's a hit. Strength 6, so...
4's to wound.
4 up to wound.
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah. Whatever material that thing's made of, it's definitely made of the same stuff as that Morlock was. Alright.
It was actually a beanbag he fired at me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Riot control grenade. I fired some tear gas at you. Whoops. Sorry, Sarge. Got the wrong grenades here. Let me just change these out. Right. Alright, that's the last shots of Guard Turn 2. We're going to move into the charge phase now. Very important charge phase indeed.
Yay.
As the Golden Host try to make their mark on the battlefield here.
Hosting so gold.
Yeah, they've got some long charges to make too, so this is going to be tricky. Alright, first charge. Ancient Hephaestus is going into the Scythe Hierodule. It's happening. He needs a 10 for this. So I'm willing to spend a command point on this if it's likely to work. Because I would really like to get in there and punch that Hierodule in the face with my gigantic golden fist. Oh yes.
Not going to happen.
You're going to have a golden fist up your back passage in a second, my friend. Yes, you are. For the Emperor! Yes, you are, my friend!
Damn it.
I cast first! Okay, it's happening. Right. Next up,
Wow.
Shield Captain. Heracles here. He's going in as well. Same thing. Charging the.
Did you want to charge the Neurothrope as well, or you're not bothered?
I'll give it a go. I think. What do I need for the Neurothrope?
You
Is
need
it
11 to reach
11? Yeah.
Neurothrope.
So. All right. Here we go, Heracles.
It's a 9 for this guy.
5, 6, 7.
He's going to use that command point.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Last command point.
Make AP burn Pride. There you go.
Yes. In we go. All right. Hello. And then this Custodian Guard Squad here, I will multi-charge, well, the Hierogil and the Gants, I suppose?
Sure.
Because I might be able to fit one in there and then the rest can bully the Gants, I suppose. So, if you want to get the Overwatch ready. Okay, well, these guys took no damage from the Overwatch from these Termagants. It's a 9-inch charge to the Termagants, and after measuring, it's a 9-inch charge to get this guy here into that gap there with the Scythe Hierogil. So, I'm going to give it a go. Need a 9.
Oh.
We get a 9! We get a 9! The Golden Host is knocking dice off the table and also taking no prisoners whatsoever, so...
Yay.
Alright, next up is this Custodian Guard Squad. They're going to try and charge this man on the throat here who doesn't have any guns, so no Overwatch. He's just going to sort of float menacingly at me. Need a 9-inch charge for this. It would be very nice because then I could gank this guy and get rid of him and his -1 to hit bubble. So no, that's not happening. So moving over here, we've got the Alaris charging the Flyrunt, who does have some guns. I'll just quickly roll this to see if they get in, and then we'll do the Overwatch afterwards. Needing a 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. No.
Shame.
Right, time to get some Devourers with Brain Leech Worms in the face.
That's correct.
Okay, well, no casualties on Overwatch there. The old Devourers missed, so we're just going to sort of stare at each other, have a little staring contest, the Flyron and the Alaris for now. Until your next turn, when they might get charged by him, but we'll find out. So, moving into the fight phase now. Can you guess which one I want to start with?
I do have lots of command points.
So,
Just saying.
yeah, the interruptions will be a thing. I'm going to start with the Dreadnought, and what I'm going to do is he's going to pile in towards the closest enemy model. This is his top tip tactical things time. He has to end his move closer to the closest enemy model. So what I can do is go like this. Like that. I'm now technically closer to the closest enemy model, and I've also consolidated into the Tyrannifex. So that Tyrannifex is not shooting next turn. He can, flail his limbs at me, maybe do some damage, and I won't be able to attack him. But I've stopped him from spraying acid all over a guardsman squad or a tank or something next turn, which is rather nice. So now, I cast Fist. Alright, folks, this duel of the Titans is about to begin. The Dreadnought's attacking with his Telemon Cestus there, the big fist. He gets 4 attacks. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of the nearby shield captain. Re-roll that 1. 4 hits. This is strength 16 because it's strength times 2 and this guy's strength 8. So, wounding on 2s against this monster, which is ridiculous, but there it is. Where everything wounds, it's AP -3.
It's not great. 6s then. There we go. Oh, I made 2 of them.
Of course you did. Yes. Now these are flat 4 damage each, so you do still take 8 wounds. But that was jammy.
He's not taken any damage yet, so that drops him down to 14, I think.
Good grief. The pride of the Hive Fleet is not done just yet, apparently. Alright, so are you burning command points now to interrupt?
I am absolutely doing that.
Okay.
2 of them.
And what are we interrupting with?
Him.
Funny that.
Because he's not
Would
degraded.
never have guessed. I thought you were going to interrupt with the Termagants, but you surprised me, my friend.
What he's going to do is he's going to try and smash to pieces.
You've got choices.
I do. I think, tactically speaking, I need to try and kill one of these units.
Yeah.
Because then they don't hit me back. And he's got a big axe, which is scary, so I think I'll try and kill him.
Alright, I'm going to go for the Shield Captain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He doesn't have a relic on him, that Shield Captain. Normally I'd give him the Eagle's Eye, so he's a 3+ invuln, but only a 4+ today. So he's slightly easier to kill than he normally would be. Plus, normally he'd have a Warlord trait that gives him a 5+ feel no pain. Heracles is a bit of a beast. I've never shown him on the channel before. I think this is the Custodes debut on this channel, but I took these guys to a tournament not too long ago, and he was unkillable in that tournament, so let's see if he survives this.
Now you've picked him up.
Now I've picked him up, yeah, indeed.
3s to hit, rerolling 1s. All hit.
Oof, that's good.
Strength 10, so 2s to wound. So that, okay. So that's 6 wounds at -3. D6 damage.
6 wounds at -3, d6 damage. Oh boy, alright. Got another Burt scenario here. Okay, 4 up. No, fails. Passes. Fails. Fails, oh no. Passes. Fails. 4d6 damage.
Okay.
Not good, not good, not good.
Here we go. He's very dead.
He's extremely dead. Well,
19 wounds.
You finally died, Heracles. Bye.
Enjoy that.
That was undignified. All right, you murdered my shield captain and you passed 2 6-ups. So, this thing needs to die. All right. Next up, this squad of Custodes here. All right, so this Custodian Guard squad is fighting now. This one at the back here fighting the Turbogans has killed a bunch of them. And these two are attacking the side Tyranids. Now, one's got a sword, one's got a spear, but they're going to be wounding and everything on the same, so I'm rolling them both at the same time. So, here we go. Hitting on 2s, not re-rolling 1s, because the shield captain's gone. Right. I guess I'll have to roll a dice for him too to see if he permanently dies, even though he's only appeared in 1 mission. Okay, so 4 hits.
To be fair, he took 19 wounds. I think he's dead.
Yeah. 4 hits. And then wounding on 5s. Ah, I got 1 wound. AP -3.
6.
Damage.
No.
Yeah. Alright, D3 damage. For the big 3.
Okay, that puts him down to 11 wounds.
11 wounds remain. I assume he's quite degraded at this point.
No. Because being Forge World and weird, he degrades at 10 wounds.
Of course he bloody does.
Out of his 22.
God. Forge World. Why? Alright, so. That's the fight phase done. Is there any morale to do? I don't think so.
I do get to fight back with those pitiful gauntlets and stuff.
Oh, of course, yeah, well.
You know, it's not much point.
Go on then, go on then.
Alright, fine.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Yeah, I wounded you.
Alright. Saved.
That's fair.
I am so glad we decided to film that. That was absolutely worth the 1 minute 40 seconds or so. That
won't get removed in editing.
Well, depends how lazy I am, really. Anyway, moving on. Tyranids, turn 3.
Yep.
Yeah, turn 3 coming up next. Alright, folks, it's the end of the Tyranids turn 3 movement phase. More Gene Stealers are back. They've arrived here on the flank. Command points were used. They're flanking us. They've come on from, I think, from this. The battle is continuing on around either side of this table. I think you can imagine the walls keep going further off in either direction, and some Gene Stealers from the battlefield over to the left here have crossed over to this side as they home in on this psychic beacon here. Meanwhile, this Trigon and one wound has slithered up over to here. The Zone Neurothrope, not Zone Neurothrope here. He's fallen back. He's probably going to smite the crap out of these guys in a minute.
Yep.
The Scythe Heracles remained in combat with the big golden boy here.
Mm-hmm. I thought about dropping him back and then charging back in again, because he can do that like a knight, and then he'd be able to use his bioacid spray as well. But I think you've got a nasty Overwatch gun, and I
do. I have a.
And if I lose 1 wound, then I degrade. So I thought I'd stay there and hit you at maximum.
Probably a wise call. I mean, because I've got the accelerator culver and I've got the bolt launcher, which would fire twice because he hasn't moved, and I've got the auto-hitting plasma flamer. So yeah, that's a good call, I think.
I think we'll just stab him instead.
Elsewhere, these Tyrannifexes,
Well,
this one...
this one disengaged from combat, so he isn't going to be doing anything.
Yeah.
And that one stayed stationary, but just turned around, so it looks better.
Yeah, probably spraying acid all over some Custodes. Yes. Broodlord's back as well. He's emerged out of this tunnel. And as you can see, more of the swarms move this way. Rippers have arrived as well. They're creating a bit of a screen between this stuff over here and these Terminators. The flyer is bearing down that tank. It's all looking a bit pear-shaped, folks. Hopefully enough of us can cling on for dear life to make it to the end of the game. That's the plan at the moment. As the Tyranids turn around here and kind of react to Robot Gandalf and the Rohirrim having arrived at the back here. So, right, Psychic Phase then.
Alright then. Start with what we know over there. We're going to cast Smite.
Nice, there we go.
Boom. Not an 11, but it does pass.
Okay.
For 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds. I will ignore these on 6s because Custodes. Spark of Divinity, I think the rule is called, which is a cool name for a rule. No.
And Psychic Scream passes 3 mortal wounds.
Oof. Alright, so that is 1 dead Custodian.
If you fail your things. Still your saves.
Oh yeah, make 1. No,
he's dead.
so dead Custodian, and then another 2. 2 past 1, okay. So he takes another wound. He's on 2 left.
Okay.
Very nice. Okay.
Moving over to the Broodlord.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to cast the Horror, and he's going to cast it on these Custodes over here.
Ah, okay. I was thinking tank, and then you turned it 180 on me.
It works as well.
Very good.
Assuming you don't want to. Oh well, yeah. Assuming you don't want to use a command point to deny it.
Yeah. So I'm afraid. I think I have to be within 12 to do that, but.
Oh well. So they're -1 to hit, and also -1 leadership.
How annoying.
I hope so.
Right. We'll have to hit on 3s now.
The High Tyrant then is going to cast Smite on the tank.
Right.
It goes off.
The tank, unfortunately, does not get a
1 mortal wound.
Save against
Worth a
this.
start.
Alright, well, he's got 11 wounds left then.
And finally, I'll try and cast Catalyst on himself again.
Very good.
Again, as in, no, it didn't work.
No. Alright. Okay, Psychic Phase done.
Yep.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Alright, we're into the Tyranid shooting phase now, and all sorts of deadly bioweapons have been unleashed, but the guardsmen hold firm. Sadly, the last of the Kazakins have been wiped off of this bunker here. But meanwhile, these guys, they only took 1 casualty from shooting, and these guardsmen here only took 1 casualty from shooting after making some really ridiculous saves. So well done them.
They got shot at with a lot of Devourers.
Yeah, a lot of Devourers and a Trigon biostatic rattle thingy too.
Nothing.
So good on them. They're going to get torn to ribbons by Gene Stealers pretty soon, but good on them anyway. Elsewhere, interesting things are happening. We only took 1 wound off this tank in the end, didn't we?
Yep.
Fired the Tyranid warriors at it and stuff. Didn't do much to it. And over here, this Tyrannifex is about to splash acid all over these Custodes Terminators here.
Melt them down.
And you're using a command point for...
Two command points.
Two command points for Pathogenic Slime.
Yes. This increases the damage of all shooting attacks by 1.
Nasty. Very nasty.
And since it didn't move, it can fire twice.
Yeah.
So hopefully these will go a bit melty now.
That's the idea anyway. Let's find out.
Effectively, it's 4d6 auto hits.
It is.
Okay.
That's a pretty good roll.
6.
Pizza's here. Okay, after a significant pizza-related break, mandatory biomass intake.
Biomass.
Yum yum. I believe we just rolled the number of hits, didn't we?
It was this many hits.
Excellent. Okay, so wounds now.
Okay, so it's currently strength 6, so I assume that's toughness 5.
They are, yes.
So 3's to wound.
How
That was
many have we
not
got?
great. 7 -1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -1, so 3 ups. Okay, so
okay.
failed 2. How much damage is
Right,
this?
so it does D3, but because I use that stratagem, it's actually D3 plus 1.
Ow!
So it could be really bad.
Oh god.
I could kill 2 Terminators with this, or I could kill none. No, I could kill 1.
Yeah.
Minimum 1. Okay, so first one. Okay, I'm killing 1.
Okay.
So that's 2 damage. And
Yeah,
then the next
2
is going to be
and-
whatever. Yeah, 2 damage. Okay. So I killed 1. I don't know which one you want me to kill.
Take the one closest to you.
Okay.
I meant the other one. Closest to you.
To me, not my
Yeah,
Tyranids.
yeah. There we go.
The
Right.
army is an extension of me.
I see.
And then we have this.
Hive mind. I get it. Right. Anyway.
We've got the Stinger Salvo shooting twice as well, so I'll do that. And that also benefits from the +1 damage.
Oh yeah.
So it's not insignificant. Except that I hit twice. And didn't wound, so it is insignificant.
Lovely. I love toughness 5 on
That
Terminators.
was-
all Terminators should be toughness 5. That would fix them, in my opinion, for the most part. I reckon. But random rant aside,
That could have been better.
yeah, that could have been much better. So what?
That's my shooting
That is
phase.
your shooting phase. Okay, so yeah, he didn't kill an awful lot. He killed some stuff, but not an awful. I mean, 1 Alaris Terminator is a big deal. To be fair, I'm not gonna downplay that. That's a heap of points in one guy you just killed. But I guess it's onto the charge phase now.
So, the Hive Tyrant is going to charge the Lehman Russ.
Very good.
See
Let's
if we can chip some wings
Overwatch
off.
you. Heavy bolter first.
Yep.
No hits. Battle cannon, only firing once. But
Oosh.
6 shots. Anyway. Freaking sweet. Alright, gonna hit on 6s though now. I get 1 hit.
Good.
It wounds on a 3. Not a
No.
1 though. Alright.
Right,
And-
yeah. That's good.
I think anything but a double 1 will probably do here.
That'll do.
That will do nicely. Very good. Alright, well, with the tank locked up with the Hive Tyrant, these Gene Stealers have swarmed forth to engulf these 2 remaining squads of guardsmen at the front here. The Trigons piled in as well. And over here, this unit of Gene Stealers are swarmed up and onto the back of the bunker, where they're probably going to tear these poor guardsmen to ribbons as well. It's looking a little bit dire. I've got bugs in my lines, and you don't want bugs in your lines. It's a bad place to have bugs at the end of the day. So, charging units will fight first, so this little clash of the Titans over here will have to wait until later. Where would you like to begin?
Start with the Hive Tyrant.
Righto. Alright, so 4 attacks on the tank with the big claws of doom.
So because he's degraded, he's now hitting on 3s instead of 2s.
I did degrade him, didn't I?
Yep, so he's 3 hits.
Okay.
It's strength 6, so I'm wounding on 5s,
Yeah.
but it's monster surrendering claw, so I can reroll to wound.
Ah, very good.
That's 9, that wasn't one, so it's this one. Okay, so that's 1 at -3, doing D3 damage.
Alright, so 6 up save. Nope.
D3 damage. 2. And 1 at -6,
No,
doing
good.
flat 3 damage.
Ouch. So that is
5, so takes it down to 6 wounds.
6 wounds remaining.
And then I've got my crappy pincer tail. Doesn't wound.
No. Okay. So tank's taken some brutal hits there. I think you've degraded him now. Pretty sure.
I hope so.
If he's got 6 wounds left, yeah. So meanwhile,
I'm shooting next this turn.
we're moving down the line here.
Yeah, let's do the Trigon
Okay.
before he dies.
Okay, so he does hit on
5s.
5s.
But
Yeah.
he can still reroll 1s.
Oh, good.
Oh, that was good.
That was really good.
And a 1 to reroll. No.
No. Okay. So 4 hits.
Okay, his strength lots, so 2s to kill a guardsman.
Yeah.
He kills 4 guardsmen.
Lovely. Okay, well, here's the aftermath of most of the fighting. The southern bunker has fallen. These Gene Stealers moved up here, and there's a bit of wobbly model syndrome going on here, but this is all one unit.
Very wobbly.
They consolidated into my veterans here, who then piled in and hit back and did nothing. This Voxcaster here fixed bayonets and charged at the Trigon and did nothing. And that sergeant over there also did nothing, and both the tanks locked in combat did nothing either. So a whole lot of nothing was done by the guard in return there. So now that brings us over here to the big boys having a punch up over here. So it's going to be the Scythe Hierodule going first.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Need to weather the storm. Who are you attacking then?
Everything on the Dreadnoughts.
Oh boy.
He's got to go. He's toughness, 7 or 8 or
toughness
something.
8, the Dreadnought.
So we're wounded on 3s. I'm going to use one of my last command points on Voracious Appetite.
Oh gosh.
Which allows me to re-roll my wound rolls.
No.
Means I'm now hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, and then wounding on 3s, re-rolling everything. So, let's see.
Okay.
Some 1s to re-roll. Jeez. Half of them. Okay. Well, 6 aces, okay?
Alright.
And 3s re-rolling. That was a good, well-used stratagem.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, got 2 extra wounds out of it. So
Alright.
Yep, there you go, minus 3s, so on your invulnerable, I
1, 2,
assume.
3, 4, 5.
5 of them.
Alright. Telemon has a 4+ invulnerable save.
Did you see what happened to your boss?
Yeah.
What happened to you too?
He was but a youngling compared to this ancient, so... right,
Sure,
4
some
ups.
tasty biomass in that tin can somewhere.
Yeah, very, very deep within it. Maybe a morsel.
It's very matured though.
Yes. So, reinforced adamantic shielding. 4 ups. Saved. Failed. Failed. Oh no. Passed. Failed. So, I took 3.
3d6.
Oh dear.
There we go.
That's not good.
So that's 14.
14. Alright, so 14, 6 up, feel no pains. Well, that was 14 damage, and the Telemon has exactly 14 wounds, so I need to roll at least 1 6 here to keep him alive. Oh, crumbs. Okay. Dice gods. Emperor, protect me, please. Okay, we've got some 6s.
That's loads of 6s.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 6s. So he's still alive with 4 wounds remaining.
Nice.
And now he's going to punch you back, my friend. Oh, yes, he is. Alright. Well, with 4 wounds remaining, the Telemon is still on his second bracket. He's not down to his last bracket, which means he's still hitting in close combat and with shooting on a 3+. Which means this beast failed to kill me, which means I might stand a chance of killing it in return now. I have 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, and no rerolls because the shield captain is dead. Mortally wounded, but possibly dead. We'll find out at the end of the game. Here we go. Everything hits. Okay, so this is strength 16, so it's wounding on 2s. 3 go through, AP minus 3.
6s. No.
Not a single one, so that's 4, 8, 12 damage.
12 damage. He only had 11 wounds left. You killed him.
It's just a massive alien cry of anguish and pain, and does it explode or anything?
Let's find out. It actually goes crazy. Death Frenzy on a 5 up.
Oh wow.
Well, that's a 3.
That's...
Between his legs.
Ah, yeah, it is indeed a 3. Alright. The beast is slain.
For now.
Punched him right through the skull with that fist and squeezed, and it went pop. Unfortunately, there's a chance he could be back on a 4+ next Tyranid turn, in which case
But
I'm
he'll
in
have to
trouble.
be back over here.
He will have to be back over there, yeah, so I better get my skates on and run away from that table edge. But great success was had. Let's see. Do I want to consolidate anywhere? I would have to go this way. So sure, we'll go like that. Got my eyes on that Malanthrope there, you see. And these guys don't get to do anything. Because Ancient Hephaestus did their job for them.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. When he wants to be, he's a beast. He's a beast with 4 wounds left, though, mind you, so let's just remind ourselves of that. Alright, well, that's... Right, morale. Morale. Is anyone left alive to do morale?
There are 2 people in that previously 10-man squad.
Yes, okay, so they lost 7. The Commissar is nearby, so they are leadership 9. So, They stay. Well, backs to the wall, gentlemen. There's nowhere else to run. You might as well stick around.
I'm fairly happy with that, because that means the GCs can't be shot at.
That's true.
You'll have to charge them.
Bother! I'll just have to shoot everything at the other Gene Stealers instead, I suppose. Alright. Yeah, okay, so that concludes Nid's turn 3. Guard and Allies turn 3 coming up next. Okay, folks, it's the end of the movement phase. This took some thinking, this did. Oh, yes, it did. This tank has moved over here to create a bit of a roadblock between the Gene Stealers and this command squad, the Commissar and the Colonel. Unfortunately, I have not been able to fall out of combat with these Gene Stealers or the Trigon. I'm stuck there. It's really annoying. There's this one Voxcaster who is preventing me from shooting this stupid Trigon, and it's really annoying. I can't do anything about it. Because the Sergeant is stuck there, I can't fall him back, and not the Sergeant, so they're stuck.
Hey, it's not my fault you passed your morale test.
Yeah. So in the meantime, yeah, I'm kind of stuck really. Got the other command squad over here. I'm considering just charging everything into these Gene Stealers to try and kill them. It seems like a terrible idea, but I don't know.
It seems like a great idea.
I'm hoping maybe with the characters they can actually get enough attacks in there to do something, but yeah, it might also be how they get killed.
Best idea ever.
However, all the heavy weapons teams have stayed still. I'm really relying on them for fire support at the moment. Because that tank ain't shooting, that tank ain't shooting, only this one is. And it's moved as well, so that's not going to help it much. Meanwhile, out in the field, these two Custodes closing in on the Neurothrope. I'd like to kill him, stop him smiting everything. Meanwhile over here, Ancient Hephaestus is closing in on the Malanthrope because I'd like to shoot it to bits so that my las cannon teams and what have you can then shoot these Tyrannofexes without having a -1 to hit. That would be lovely. So if I can kill it with shooting, that'd be grand. And then, ideally, I would like to charge this Broodlord and pulverise it with my big fist, just like he did to the Scythe Tyranid. So, and also this squad has moved up here, going to try and charge the Rippers to get some extra movement, and the Alaris have done the same thing. I'm avoiding the Tyrannofexes like the plague because I don't want to get acid sprayed in the face on Overwatch, so that's what's happening. Basically, if I want to kill the Tyrannofexes, it has to be done with shooting, because I just can't survive a charge against those things. They're monstrous. So, that's everything that's happened in the movement phase. We're getting a teensy-wincy, itty-bitty little bit desperate here, but it's okay. Let's just stay frosty, keep our cool. We'll be fine, I'm sure. Fingers crossed. Hope the Emperor protects, all that good stuff. So, psychic phase, done. Shooting phase, I'm going to start with him.
Yes.
Beginning with the twin plasma projector, basically a plasma flamer on the fist there. 2d3 auto hits, so 3, 4, 5. Very nice. This is strength 6 versus toughness 1. Alright, nice. 3s to wound. Everything wounds. AP minus a lot.
Okay. What's the damage?
Minus 3. It's damage 1. So
okay, that's 5 wounds now. It's got 4 left.
Okay, so the Spicular's bolt launcher, by the way, that's going into these Gene Stealers up here. The accelerator culverin, the big gun, that's also shooting at the Malanthrope. I should have declared that already, but forgot. There's a bit of a break between the last two clips, so let's see. Right, this is heavy 4, the accelerator culverin, and hits on 3s because I'm degraded. Strength 7, so wound on 3s. Oh, 1 wound. AP minus... not sure, let me check. Alright, he's got 2 wounds left after that. It was AP minus 3. Yeah, should have put the Spicular's bolt launcher into him.
Yep.
As well.
What does Winters always say?
Splitting fire never works. Because it doesn't, apparently. Never mind. Never mind, I'll just have to multi-charge you and the Broodlord and put one of my attacks into the Malanthrope or something. I don't know. I'm getting a bit desperate here.
I'm very happy with how this worked out.
I bet you are. Right. In the meantime, these Custodians here...
Oh, you probably want to do the Volt Storm thing.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm losing the plot here, guys. We've been here for quite some time today, I must say. So that is 5 shots, the Bolt Storm. The Bolt thing, anyway. This will hit on... well, yeah, 2 hits. And then wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, AP -1, but it doesn't matter because Gene Stealers.
Found them both.
2 dead Gene Stealers from over there. Okay, I've done lots and lots of small arms fire. Killed some Termagants over here as these Custodians opened fire with their spears and swords. Over here, we tried to take some wounds off the Tyranid, failed. Took a wound off those Tyranid warriors as we fired with our grenade launchers from the Alaris Terminators over there. And meanwhile, over in the guards' lines, well, we've killed a few more Gene Stealers. Basically, we let rip with a flamer and las guns and all sorts over here from the different command squads, and we've managed to whittle these down a bit. Meanwhile, Lasky and her command squad opened fire and killed a fair few Termagants over there. Their shooting was really good.
Much better than those Termagants.
Yeah. And now we come to the last few bits, really. The mortars opened fire against these Gene Stealers as well, and the mortars once again kind of completely failed me. I think they killed 1 Gene Stealer and that was it. From 3 mortars all firing shells. Oh well. So that leaves us with this heavy weapons team, and this Leman Russ Exterminator here. We're going to start with the Exterminator. It's firing its heavy bolter into these Gene Stealers. Ideally, I'd like to kill a few more of them, but not so many that they all die and the entire unit respawns. So I'm going to fire the heavy bolter at them, and the Exterminator autocannon is going at that Flyrant, whose wings I can see poking over the top of the bunker. So, heavy bolter first against Gene Stealers, and that is 2 hits, wounding on 3s, 1 wound.
5 up. No, got 1.
Another dead Gene Stealer, very nice. Now, the autocannon, which is 8 shots, because I am firing it twice. Thanks to the wonderful grinding advance. I did move a bit though, so no re-rolling 1s. Yeah, here we go. Forced to hit. It's not brilliant, is it really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I rolled the right number.
I got so few hits, I must have rolled too few dice. Nope.
I'll admit, that thought may have gone through my head. Alright.
This can't be right. Try again.
Strength 7, so wounding on 4+ against that
Correct.
Flyrant? Yeah. 1 wound. AP -1.
4 up invulnerable then. Yep.
Passed it. Right, fair enough. Kind of expected that. Alright, and the remaining 2 heavy weapons teams are also going to fire at the Flyrant. My options here are really the Flyrant, this Trigon, or the Tyranid with their -1 to hit on them from the Malanthrope, which I'm really annoyed that I didn't kill. So I've elected to try and take some wounds off the Flyrant, because maybe I can get it down to its lowest bracket and make it a bit more useless, and maybe it's not the right decision, but I don't know at this point. So we're going to start with these 2 las cannons here. They're going to be ordered by Roth here to take aim, so they're re-rolling everything. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling. Okay, 1 hit, and wounds on a 3. Does wound. 4 up invul.
Passed.
Damn it. The crack missile hits, and it does wound. AP -2.
Failed.
Failed. D6 damage
4.
for 4. Now 4
I
catalyst saves.
Do
now.
have catalyst on it, so 5 ups to ignore them. Ignore 1, which puts him down to 3 wounds remaining.
That's pretty good.
It's not. It's bad. I don't like it.
So I'm going to fire everything from this squad. Same order to them again against the Flyrant, including the heavy
You're not
bolter.
going to split fire again then?
No, I'm not. Alright, 2 crack missiles. One hit, one reroll. Right, 2 hits. 3s to wound, both wound.
Passed, failed.
And d6 damage. 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. I'm knocking the table because I'm that excited.
Exactly 3 wounds. It's enough to kill it.
He's dead. Is he really dead? I don't believe it.
Which means your heavy bolter was wasted, and you should have split fire.
Oh, for one occasion.
Why didn't you split fire? Yeah.
Oh dear. As if the Trigon here has been proven more of a problem than the Flyrant, but whatever. That would also have been Slay the Warlord if this was a scenario in which that remotely mattered. Okay, cool. Well, I feel like I've actually achieved something, which is nice. And that's everything shot. That's all of my shooting done. So, charge phase. The Telemon is going to be charging the Malanthrope and the Broodlord.
Okay.
What did he get for his charge? Yeah,
do it.
more than enough. So, he's going to end up like there.
Wobbly models, but yeah.
And he's going to punch both of you, basically. I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to split fire this time. Elsewhere, though... these two.
Just the Nerothrope?
Just the Nerothrope. And in they go. And, yeah, into the Rippers. The Alaris Terminators, they get a 5. That should do.
Yep.
And these 3 here, which is kind of quite important, I'd like to get them up the field. They get, only a 5. Is that enough?
Not enough, no.
Nope. Alright, well, they're staying put then.
Needed a 6.
That's not good. I wish I had a command point now. My kingdom for a command point.
They are in trouble.
Yes, they really are. Okay, so... I mean, I do still have a Storm Shield attack stuff on at least, but yeah, they're in so much trouble.
You can definitely tank all of my -1
Unless...
sprays on it, yeah.
Could he if I... No, I don't. Unless I kill the Broodlord and the Malanthrope somehow, even then I don't think I can pile into the Tyranids Hephaestus.
Well, you're like there, right?
Yeah.
In terms of, I mean, you pile into there.
We'll find out in a bit anyway, it might not come up. So, right, charge phase done. There's not any weird heroic intervening you're doing, is there?
That's a good question. No.
No, okay.
If you're not charging anything else, then I'm happy.
Alright, we'll begin then with the big fella here.
And you are going to split fire.
4 attacks in total. I am putting one of them on the Malanthrope.
Okay.
This is now guaranteed to miss.
The token 1 attack.
So, this hits on a 3+. And it does hit, and you might be able to hear my belly rumbling in the background there. Apologies for that. It's the digestion pools in the city this way. That's what it is. It's all about the immersion here, folks. So it does hit. Its strength a lot is ridiculous.
Are you saying you had your appendix out so that you could have the sound effects to go with this game?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
That's dedication, guys.
You see?
That, yeah, I mean, you can't beat that.
We spare no expense on this channel. Anyway, what am I doing? I think I'm wounding on a 2. That's what I'm doing. Yes, okay, I've wounded.
Okay, I've not got any vulnerable save or anything, so...
Enjoy the 4 damage.
He's dead.
The balloon has been popped.
I can't remember if it goes pop.
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
I'll roll dice to see what happens. On a 3, it probably doesn't.
No. Alright, the remaining 3 punches are going into the Broodlord then. So, again, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. 80 minus a lot.
Alright, 5 up in vulnerables then. No. He does not have more than 8 wounds.
8
so
damage. Have I really killed both of them?
Yeah.
Hephaestus is a beast!
And I did just measure it. You can indeed pile into this guy.
Well, I shall do exactly that then.
I'll just put him there because it looks better.
So I'm not standing on top of the tunnel entrance. Right. Beautiful, okay. So, that worked out beautifully. Meanwhile, we've got this to do. Alright, these boys have got 3 attacks each. I've got to do them separately though because of strength and toughness stuff. So I'm going to start with the sword. 2 hits. And then wounding on 4s. 1 wound. AP -3, but I'm sure you've got some
It's
weird
got a
in there, haven't you?
multiple save. So
Oh yes, that's right.
there we go. Passed.
Okay, he's got a
I
dagger
like
as
the way
well.
you say "oh yes" as if you don't have the exact same thing.
Technically, yeah, you're right. I do actually. Okay, he hits with the dagger. He wounds with the dagger.
Goes through.
It goes through. So that's 1 damage.
Okay, it's got 4 left.
And now the spear, dude. Okay, another 2 hits. Wounds on 3s, both wound.
3 ups. 1 goes through.
And goes through. D3 damage this time. For 2.
So he's got 2 wounds left.
And the final dagger, which misses. Oh dear.
Okay.
So the Neurothrope's not
Poorly.
dead, and therefore I'm going to get smited next turn. That's
Yes.
Rut-row. Okay, let's see what else needs to be done. Alright, next up it is these 2 Alaris Terminators versus all of those Rippers. They get 4 attacks each, plus the daggers we'll do afterwards, because they're veteran Custodes and they're beasts. So, hitting on 2s. I've rolled 4 1s, no, 3 1s. Very good. And then this will wound on...
They're strength 8, aren't they?
Yes, 2s. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5. AP -2.
They've got 6 up save.
Very good. So D3 for 3.
Yep.
Dead Ripper base. 1, 2, 3. Dead Ripper base. 2. And dead Ripper base. Okay, so 3 bases of Rippers killed there. That's not too bad.
Olive.
And you will by definition. That concludes my fighting. So
Not quite.
oh yeah, not quite. We've got we've got these guardsmen over here, right? Mr. Voxcaster, would you like to kill this Trigon with your bayonet and
Well,
be
we-
a
well,
hero
we can do it.
remembered for thousands of years? No.
No.
Right. So, moving on, the Sergeant versus the Gene Stealers. He gets 3 hits this time, very nice. Wounds on 5s though. He gets 2 wounds.
2 wounds. What a bad man.
Kill 2 Gene Stealers?
He did
You
indeed kill
can?
2 Gene Stealers.
What a beast! He's about to die, but what a beast! Okay. Killing 2 Gene Stealers is, at this stage of the game,
That could be quite big.
yeah, that's quite good. That's a lot of attacks I've suddenly saved myself from being hit with. Okay, right, your turn to fight with stuff. Although
Right.
we should have probably no, that was
This is the correct way of doing
yeah.
things.
I always get the sequence wrong with fight phase stuff because I don't do fight phase stuff very often.
You'll have to play your orcs more. You'll learn.
I will. The hard way, I imagine, actually, as well. But anyway, by the way, commenters, if you're watching, I do appreciate you correcting us on the rules, as long as it's politely, obviously, but it does help me remember stuff. It honestly does. Anyway, so...
Here are some rippers.
Nom 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 nom.
They hit on 5s.
Alright, all of the Tyranid units are fought back now, just summarising it because it wasn't very exciting. The Rippers tickled the Irish Custodians and didn't do anything. Meanwhile over here, the Trigon murdered the absolutely living crap out of the 2 remaining guardsmen in that squad. So they're dead, and you chose not to consolidate into anything with it.
For reasons.
For reasons. So...
I'm not entirely sure what those reasons were, but I did.
You did talk at length, and I've forgotten already what you said, unfortunately, so...
I'm sure it was very wise.
Yes. So... Yeah, that concludes my turn 3. Tyranid's turn 4. I can't believe it's only turn 4. Well, folks, it's Tyranid's turn 4, and this is how things look. The battlefield is a mess. It really is. Over here, the small unit of Gene Stealers is about to go wall climbing, apparently, to go chow down on some mortar teams. Meanwhile, these Gene Stealers and these Termagants have gotten Lasky and her command squad surrounded. Her days are probably numbered. And the Trigon's moved up. And these Termagants have shuffled over here. And the Neurothrope is frantically backing away from the Custodians who still haven't managed to kill it. And this Tyranid has ambled away from the bad robot man
And this
as
one
well.
has not moved.
Yeah. and the Nid warriors are moving over there to try and deal with this tank now that the Flyrant's gone. Speaking of the Flyrant, though, another one has been directed to the battlefield by the Hive Mind. It has swooped down from the skies and has arrived.
Yeah, it's moved on from the table edge.
Yes.
Which I believe is the rules.
Basically respawned on 4+ is what's happened.
I rolled and failed for the Broodlord and the Malanthrope.
Right, yeah, so they're not coming back this turn.
But I do have one more thing to roll.
There is one more thing to roll. That one more thing is the Scythe Hierodule. That
The
monstrosity will return to the battlefield on a 4+.
The Hive Mind has plenty of Scythe Hierodules here. So,
Yeah.
it's not like your crappy Baneblades where they're ancient relic. We just like grow them in a pot and just like
Alright,
play with
well,
them. Here we go then. Yeah.
it's back, baby! Oh no!
Thank you, Winters.
This is no good. This is alright, I'm officially panicking now. This is bad news bears. Alright. Well, the Scythe Tyradule's back. And now we're going to go on to the psychic phase. So to begin the psychic phase, this Neurothrope here is going to be, let me guess, smiting?
Smite.
Yeah.
Goes off.
Alright.
D3. 1.
1. Can
Not
I
great.
ignore it on a 6? No, not quite. Alright, so I shall put a wound on the shield guy, I suppose.
And then we'll Psychic Scream. That goes off as well. D3. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay. 2 more 6 up. Ignores.
Damn it.
Ignore 1. He lives!
That's very disappointing.
That is the exact opposite of disappointing, my friend. The Emperor protects.
Okay.
Now moving over to this second Hive Tyrant that's arrived. He's going to be smiting and catalysting.
Okay, I'm going to do Catalyst first, which I should have done previously, because if I get it, then he can theoretically pass off, ignore mortal wounds that he might cause himself in the psychic phase.
Yeah, if you go perils, you
So
can.
here we go, Catalyst. Yeah, that goes off on a 6.
Very good.
And then Smite. Goes off for 1 mortal wound.
Can I ignore on a 6? No. So, again, I'm going to put it on the shield fellow.
That's fair.
Where's the 2? There it is. Okay. And that concludes the psychic phase. So, shooting coming up next. Alright, folks, this is what the Tyranid shooting phase looks like. After quite a bit of shooting has indeed occurred. Lots of casualties down here in the middle. 1 guardsman with the flamer remains of the command squad belonging to the colonel over here. Lasky's entire squad has been wiped out by these termagants with devourers. Yeah, she's in trouble. Yeah, not good. The command squad up on the balcony here, all of them but the banner still remain. They're bodyguarding the general, and slightly less success for them over here, where the Flyrant, that's the one, opened fire with his twin link devourers and took 1 wound off of those Custodes, and that's it.
I'll be honest, it was 1 more than I was expecting.
Yeah. So that's how things stand for now. Oh, and a couple of wings were taken off that tank over there by the venom cannon on those Tyranid warriors. So there we are. Now,
we just have the big guns.
Indeed. So what are we doing first?
I'm going to start with the Scythe Hierodule, which is within 8 inches for his bioacid spray on these guys.
Yikes.
2d6 automatic hits. 10.
10.
A big number.
Oh, that's disgusting. Alright, wounded on 3s. That's almost everything.
There we go. It's -2 and D3 damage.
Alright. Okay, so
do you wanna, well, you have to take it on the storm shield first. So
yes, on the storm shield.
might as well do it separately. Okay, yeah, dead.
Alright then. So the rest of them, 4 up invulns.
Just
2 fail.
Okay, so D3 kills 1.
Oh no.
D3 kills the other.
Oh no.
They melted.
The Emperor's custodians are falling, guys. Not even his mighty warriors in the grim darkness of the far future can stand up to the Tyranid onslaught, it seems. This is dark times, folks. I've only got 3 Custodes left on the field, including the Dreadnought.
You got them 2 over there.
Oh, of course, yeah, I've got the, yeah.
You got 5.
I can't count, apparently. I said 3, and what I actually meant was 5. Anyway. So...
Neither shall thou count to 4. 5 is right out.
Right, so, on that note...
So, we've got one more thing to shoot, because this fell out of combat.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, look, they were gone, so...
Acid spraying my Dreadnought.
I think you got to get some acid in the face, and he didn't move, so...
I dare you, foul Xenos scum. Try me.
4d6 auto hits. That's
oh, come
bloody
on,
loads.
dude. What? Okay, well that was 22 auto hits. So,
wounded on 5s.
yeah. Okay, not as good a roll that time, although you still got plenty through.
4, 5.
Alright.
-1 saves.
Okay, 3-ups then. Lost every single one.
Xenos scum! I shall fist you in the face!
Except I won't, because I'm not charging that again.
I will shoot you from a distance!
I've also got the Stinger Salvo, which will
Oh, of course, yeah. Go ahead and do
be
that.
lucky. Oh, yeah, actually, that was pretty good shooting. 5 hits.
Disturbingly good.
5 to wound. That's another 2 wounds at -1.
Damn your eyes. Both saved. Ancient Hephaestus stands firm. You will not take this city! Okay, the charge phase beginneth. We're beginning with the Gene Stealers charging Lasky. I'm going to fire my 1 las pistol at you. I do not hit with it.
Cool.
Although, hang on a minute, she stood still. She's Cadian, so screw you. It's a hit, actually! So there! Wounds on a 5. And it doesn't wound. Damn, I thought it was a 5 for a second.
Disappointment. Save all your 5 serious saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in.
Yeah. Was hoping for a double 1 there, but never mind. Okay, so they're in. Next up.
These termagants are charging this tank.
They are.
So
Okay.
you will have some lovely overwatch.
Are they within 8 inches of the
They are
of the
definitely
tank?
within 8 inches of the tank.
Lovely. I'm going to heavy flame you then.
Yes, this is what I'm worried about.
3. Okay. Could have done with a big fat
This
6
is why
there,
I
but-
didn't charge the Trigon straight in.
Okay, wounded on 3s. Damn it.
Yes.
1 wound, -1.
Dead.
Dead. Alright, I've got 2 heavy bolters as well. And not a sausage, although actually... Rerolling 1s. They didn't move this turn, because this is your turn, isn't it? So
Technically.
I think that might be okay. I don't have the book to hand, I'll be honest. I went to look for it earlier and couldn't find the bloody thing, so...
Excuses.
Whatever. Didn't get any
It's
6s
fine.
anyway. 3 5s, weirdly, but hey.
Battle cannon.
Yeah, battle cannon. 1d6 shot. I know that doesn't apply in the opponent's turn, but I got 6 anyway. Yes. Only doesn't count for much unless I can actually get a hit though, which I don't. So
No ones either.
Right,
Okay.
double 1, please.
So,
No, damn it.
Yes. Easy in.
Tank is locked up again.
Yes. And then the Trigon's going to charge the tank. Like
Very
that.
good.
These Gorns are going to charge that one guy.
I'm too
and they
far
are
away to
slightly
overwatch.
more than 8 inches away.
Yeah, I can't flame you.
But they are considerably more than 5 inches away, so they don't make it in.
So, ha! Yeah. Then this
That
tank.
Trigon's going to charge that tank.
Lovely. Alright, well, have some heavy bolts. 1 hit. Doesn't wound. And then we have the auto cannons, which is only going to fire 4 times. Unfortunately. I do get a hit though.
And a 1. It did move.
Yeah, it did move that one actually. Yeah, I'm really... We're being very inconsistent with that, aren't we?
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know. I wish I had the codex. We'll just do it both ways, and then we can yell that by twice as many people. How about that?
Well,
Yeah.
we're going to be wrong no matter what, but 50% of the time we're right no matter what.
It's a narrative game and a campaign, and it's really late, and we've been at this for hours. I don't care anymore. All right. Anyway, we got 1 hit. Wounds on a 3.
It's a wound.
It's a wound. -1, but you save it because of course you do.
And we're in within 11 is what I wanted for something else, but hey.
Okay.
Yes, because the Gene Stealers are going to do a big charge, hopefully.
Yes, they want to get up here and eat.
They
some
are
mortar
charging
tubes.
the Mortar Squad.
Alright, and the mortar squad is basically going to... They don't need line of sight to shoot you. Because of the mortars. As I said earlier, I don't imagine they're using the mortar tubes at this point. They're probably just taking the shells and chucking them over the barricades there or something. But nevertheless, it will be 3d6 shots. For 11, that's not bad. Alright, 11 shots. Do we get any hits? Oh,
yeah.
Boy, do we get
Loads
some
of
hits. Tons of hits. Loads of hits. Alright, but can we wound? 4-ups.
No.
We can wound once.
5 up. No, did kill one.
Yay, it did, Gene Stealer. Managed to get one with all those mortar shells that have been firing. That have apparently been duds for most of the game because they've not killed an awful lot of those mortars. Anyway,
right. I think I need an 8 or something like that to get up there.
Yep.
That won't do.
Nope, it won't. Alright, that's a relief.
Bad times.
Yeah. Bad times for me, certainly. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, where do you want to start?
Right, let's start with this Trigon.
Okay. Smashing that tank to pieces.
Indeed. So we're still 5s rerolling 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's still a bit poorly. 2 hits.
Yeah, because this Trigon's still slithering along with 1 wound remaining.
Strength 7, and he gets his 5s to wound. Bit cocked.
Yeah, reroll that if you want.
Don't matter. 1 wound, -3.
6 up. No.
And it's d6 damage. 5.
Oh, that's not good. That's right, there's 7 wounds left on that tank.
Good out.
Okay, next.
I'll just do those termagants against it.
Alright. 4 attacks, or however many. I can't actually see how many turns are there.
1 wound.
1 wound! Goodness me.
Yep.
We do save though.
Okay, oh, I forgot to do his tail.
Oh, go on then and do that as well.
Hits. Wounds.
Oh, damn it.
-1 save.
4 up. Save.
Okay. The other Trigon.
Right, against the other tank.
Yes. I've got to kill them all. This is hitting on 3s rerolling 1s, because he's not hurt much.
No, I don't think he's hurt at all actually.
No, he doesn't look like it. So that's 6 hits, 5s to wound though. 2 wounds, -3.
Okay, 2 6s would be nice. No.
2 6s would be nice for me, d6 damage. 3. Okay.
3. Aha! 9 wounds remaining on that tank.
And his rubbish tail. Hits. Don't wound.
Alright. So, now Gene Stealers versus the Major. So, this is many attacks.
Many attacks. I'm going to do it all with Rending Claws because I don't think because you've got invulnerable saves, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
In fact, is your invulnerable save the same as your regular save?
Yeah.
Then I will do it with my Scything Talons.
Okay.
Because it allows them to reroll 1s to hit.
I see.
Of which I had 2. That didn't help at all.
Right.
Okay. 3s to wound. 6s are largely irrelevant because it's Scything Talons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds.
Oh dear. 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, I need 5 ups for refractor field saves.
Yep.
Oh dear. Not a single one. Good night.
Good night, sweet princess.
Gone.
Now I am going to use my last command point.
You're going to be really mean, aren't you?
So you know all that backstory you wrote for her.
Yeah, right. I don't care. You can say that you're sucking her brains out with brain leech things.
Feeder tendrils.
Stratagem. I don't care.
These two have actually got the feeder tendrils on them. They're drink her brains.
It isn't. It's not actually happening.
No knowledge.
I will roll after the game as normal. You're not deleting one of my characters that I spent so much time
devour
working on.
her brains.
No, you don't.
Leaving her body a cold, dead husk, and the information we learn from eating her very brains returns D3 command points.
It's all lies.
2.
Gene stealer cult propaganda. That's what it is. This never happened.
So I'm back up to 2 command points.
Alright. Okay, well over here, the Rippers didn't do anything, and the large Custodians killed a few more Ripper bases, and that's about all that happened over there. Not very exciting. And over here, this tank is now going to get to straight back at this Trigon. This wouldn't be normally be a thing we film on camera, however, in this case, I'm going to, because if I get one lucky hit here, I could run over your tail with my caterpillar tracks and kill you, because that Trigon's only got 1 wound left. So, need a 6. Get 2 6s, yes!
What strength is it?
I think it's strength 7.
So we're not 3s.
Yeah. 2 wounds! Alright, no AP though, so...
3 up saves.
Yes! Drove over your tail, you're dead!
You know that noise that a dog makes when you stand on its paw?
Yes. Something like that, yeah.
Does it go crazy? No.
No, it doesn't. Goodbye, Trigon, you thorn in my side. Finally been removed.
That's amazing.
Brilliant. Alright, and this other tank here is going to do the same thing, although it won't have nearly a spectacular results, I'm sure.
6s. Yep.
1 hit. No wound. Alright, so that, my friends, is the end of Tyranid's turn 4. That was brutal. I'm clinging on by the skin of my teeth here. And, yeah.
You are clinging on.
I am clinging on. I need to survive at least one more turn of your nonsense before I can potentially win the game. I think if it doesn't end on turn 5, things are going to be dark indeed. But we'll find out. Alright, shooting phase, folks. Psychic phase, obviously, it's done. I'm starting with this tank over here. The heavy bolter is going to be firing at these Gene Stealers, and the battle cannon is going to be firing down here at this Trigon. This Trigon needs to die, it's a problem. So, yes, thank you for moving the turret. Beautiful. Alright, so we'll start with the heavy bolters, or the heavy bolter, hitting on 5s. I'm re-rolling 1s. 2 wounds.
Ups.
No.
2 dead Gene Stealers.
Okay, that's a good start. Now, the battle cannon. 2d6 shots. 6, 7, 8. Very good. Again, hitting on 5s. Re-rolling any 1s. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 hits.
Not bad.
And 1 wound.
5 up save. Nope.
What was it?
It was a 2.
D3 damage. The big 3. Very good.
There we go.
It's only 1 that got 3 in the end, but it's better than nothing.
Down to 9.
Moving swiftly over here to Ancient Hephaestus, who is going to be doing the following. His Spiculous Bolt Launcher, which does get to fire twice. I don't know if I get to pick a different target with it. I forget.
You should do, unless it specifically says you can't.
I don't think it specifically said, but I'd have to go look at the beta rules, and that would take forever. So I'm gonna. What I want to do with it is basically shoot it once at the Gene Stealers and shoot it again at the Termagants.
I'll allow it. It's fine.
So yeah.
I'm sure that's how it's supposed to work.
So at the Gene Stealers,
And
hitting on 3s, because he didn't move, and he's been degraded a bit. He's a bit poorly. 2 hits, wounds on 3s. Oh gosh, no. Alright, well.
that's why I was happy for you to do that.
Against the Termagants then, 2 hits, 1 wound. Oof.
Minus.
-1.
Okay, one dice.
Dead Termagant, okay. The Iliastus Accelerator Culverins going into the Trigon at the back. Again, I should have declared this a minute ago. I actually did to Dan off camera, but...
Can confirm that did happen.
And the Plasma Flamer thing is going at that wounded Trigon over there. So I'll do the Plasma Flamer thingy now. 2d3 auto hits for 5. You know what? I poo-pooed this 2d3 auto hits instead of the 2d6 it used to get. But actually 2d3 is surprisingly reliable, so it's not too bad. Alright, so we get strength 6.
5's to wound that.
So yeah, we got 1, 2, 3 wounds, AP minus 3.
5's because he didn't charge or anything.
Right.
Pass 1, fail 2.
Alright, so that's 2 wounds off you.
And 5.
And then the Iliastus Accelerator Culverin shooting at the Trigon. So, 3s. 3 hits. And 3s again, strength 7. 2 that go through, minus 3.
6 it is. Nope.
That's 2 damage each. So.
Okay, so that's 4 more wounds off him. He's down to 5 wounds.
Alright.
He is degraded now.
He ain't dead, but that's not a bad start. Alright. Yeah, I guess heavy weapons teams now. That's pretty much all I've got left to play with at this point. Although I do have a flamer there who can shoot these termagants. Alright, we'll do him quickly. Oh yes! This is
SpaghettiOs.
He's got the flamer with the special brew in it. Right. Okay, and that is
5.
5 wounds.
Which is more than there are models in that unit now.
Indeed.
And they did declare a charge as well, so they don't get the bonus of cover.
So 6 up
So
save.
6. That is the unit wiped.
Excellent. Turned into roasted bugs in a puddle of promethium that's on fire, and they'll be back next turn probably.
This is probably true.
Oh dear. All right, never mind. Elsewhere, I suppose we've got the Commissar with his bolt pistol. He can shoot those Gene Stealers. He hits. He does not wound. Van Graff can't really see anyone ensconced in there between the 2 tanks. I guess these mortars, they'll fire at the Gene Stealers. I'll fire at those Gene Stealers. I'll fire at these Gene Stealers. I'll fire at these ones. So that is going to be 3d6 shots. And again, the general will be ordering them to re-roll all of their failed hits. Okay, so these mortars lobbing shells down at these Gene Stealers. Again, Lord General Roth has ordered them to take aim, and because they stayed still on their Cadian, that means they're re-rolling all failed hits. So, hitting on 4s and re-rolling everything that misses. Okay, not terribly bad out of what we did have to work with. 4s to wound. Ooh, okay. 4 go through. These mortars finally going to do something useful?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. 3 dead Gene Stealers.
In this squad, yeah?
Yeah. That leaves 1 left alive. That's kind of almost ideal, actually. Alright, now that leaves us with the 2 other remaining heavy weapons teams. And, yeah, let's see. Right, I think this team is going to fire at this Trigon. So again, same order once again. And start with the las cannons. Ooh, okay. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. AP minus 3.
On the Trigon, was it?
Yeah.
That's a fail then.
Okay. D6 damage.
Could do it. Doesn't do it.
No! Alright. Crack missile.
Hits.
And does it wound on a 3? No, it doesn't. Oh no! Alright. Final team over here. Once again being ordered the same for the 3rd time.
That heavy bolter.
I need to see what they can actually see. Okay, folks. Well, it's a bit weird. This missile team in the end can see the Trigon, so they're going to shoot it. Heavy bolters, or the heavy bolter, is going to shoot those Gene Stealers. And that remaining missile launcher is going to fire a crack missile across there at that Tyranid effect. So splitting fire like a champ right now. Which means this will probably end in disaster. But, hey ho, here we go. So first crack missile against the Trigon. Hits. Wounds on a 3. Does wound. AP minus
5 up then.
Yeah.
No.
No,
it's through.
okay.
Got 4 wounds left.
D6 damage.
Can you do it? No. 1 wound left.
Bloody typical. I might have to see if like someone's got a grenade they can throw at it or something. I don't know.
I mean, I was joking about your general getting his Hell Pistols in there, but
The standard bearer has a lasgun. Actually, he
Oh,
might be
there
able
you
to
go.
shoot it. But hey.
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right. Meanwhile, heavy bolter at the Gene Stealers down there. Okay, re-roll that. 3 hits. 3's to wound. 2 wounds.
Pass 1, fail 1.
1 more dead Gene Stealer. That's not bad. That's okay. And then the final crack missile at this Tyrannifex over here. Ooh. Re-roll that one. Into a 1. Oh dear. Well, never mind.
That's pretty successful.
That wasn't too bad as split fire
All
goes.
things considered.
Alright. Okay, so
this
his
last gun, last thing.
his last gun at the Trigon, because why not? 1 hit.
This is why he's carrying the banner, right?
Yeah. Okay, wins on a 6, wins on a 6, wins on a 6. Come on. For the Emperor. Oh, I saw the 6 for a second there as well. Oh, never mind. Well, I believe that's the lot. I really think it is, unless... yeah, well, the thing is, Van Graff has probably got a grenade, but I don't think he can actually see it. Well, I don't know, let's have a look. Okay, so Van Graff can just see the Trigon on account of the Trigon being so freaking big. He can see it over the top of the tank, just. I've got 2 options here. I can throw a frag grenade at him, or I can use my bolt pistol. The frag grenade will wound on 6s, but with multiple shots. The bolt pistol will wound on 5s, but with only 1 shot. It's probably more sensible to use the frag grenade, but I'm going to try the bolt pistol because it's his signature weapon that has seen him score some incredible kills in the past, so maybe this will be one of them. Alright, let's give it a try. Van Graff, see if you can do what you do with your bolt pistol. 1 shot. Oh, I'll tell you what, he'll order himself to take aim, because that's the thing he can do. So yeah, 1 shot. Hits. Okay. Wounds on a 5. It wounds. You've got 1 save.
3 up save. Here we go. Huh.
Ah. So close. So freaking close.
Sigh.
Oh well. Okay. That's fine. Maybe I should charge out and try and chop its tail off or something.
You should definitely do that.
Sadly, Lasky, the one with the really good sword, is now dead. But
That's a shame, isn't it?
maybe I'll give it a go. Okay, well, that's the shooting over regardless. Onto the charge phase. I'm going to have a think. In the charge phase, the following is going to be happening. First up, Hephaestus is charging this Tyrannifex, and I'm going to try and brave the acid spray. Does he make it in at least? He definitely does. With an 8.
Okay, so Stinger Salvo. No hits.
Right.
Acid Spray.
Okay.
2d6.
This is the nasty part.
5.
5.
That's not very nasty. 5's to wound. Only 2.
Alright.
-1.
-1, so 2 3-ups. Fail 1.
D3 damage. 2.
2.
You're
Right.
down to 2 wounds.
Alright, 2 6-up. Feel no pains. Ah, he only
You're
takes
down,
1
you're
wound.
down to 3 wounds.
Down to 3 remaining.
Does that degrade him further?
It does by just into the last bracket, which is
Perfect.
unfortunate, but it was probably going to happen anyway. So in he goes. Gonna punch you in the face. And, well, over there the Alaris stay locked up with the Rippers. Over here, academic really, but yep, they're in. And over here, potentially foolish, potentially heroic and awesome Commissar Cromwell and Colonel Van Graff. And sod it, and the Flamer dude as well are all going to charge this Trigon here and try and take that last wound off it and slay the beast.
Commissar first, I assume.
Yep, he'll be leading the way.
Overwatch. Nothing. So.
Okay.
Don't roll crap.
Don't roll really horribly yet.
Oh, he's in.
Definitely not. He's angry, he wants to spill some Xenos blood. In he goes, alright. The Colonel next. Yeah, he's in as well. All he's got is his chainsaw. I've been talking off camera to Dan about how I've been meaning to give Van Graff a power fist and I still haven't got around to it. Now I really wish I had.
Well, maybe I'll just kill him.
And our Flamer friend. 10, yeah. In he goes as well. Alright. Fix bayonets. Okay, that's my charges done. Let's start over here with the big giant robot of death. So, he's got 4 attacks. He's hitting on 4s now because he's down to his last bracket of health. 2 hits. That's on the average. That's okay. And he'll be wounded on 2s, yeah. Oh no, only 1 wound.
6.
No. Takes 4 damage.
Okay, it's down to 10.
I have stopped you from shooting next turn though, which is good.
That's true.
Alright. Let's quickly do the Rippers and the Alaris Custodians. Oh, hang on a minute. No, charging units first. We'll do them last. Right, so over here, Commissar first, I suppose. He was the first into the fray.
Makes sense to me.
Alright, the Commissar has 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Oh yeah. And wounding on 6s now. This is the really hard part. He gets a wound. Yes! Slay the beast! Minus 3 AP.
6 off save.
What is it with all your tunnely beasts? They're constantly trolling me. Oh no, that was my best chance, that was.
Sneaky boys for the win.
Alright.
Van Graff?
Yeah, Van Graff next. Alright. The Commissar couldn't quite do it. Maybe Van Graff, you badass. Come on, man. You're the Colonel for a reason. He's got 4 attacks with his chainsword. He hits on a... Oh, crap. Is it 2+ or a 3+? We'll check if it matters. Alright. No, it's fine. He hits 3 times. Wounds on 6s. Come on.
Nope.
No. Ah, damn.
Brave Flamer lad.
Yeah. See if the Flamer dude can do it. Pulls out his combat knife. Go to town on this Trigon. No. Alright, that was for nothing. I'm probably about to get smacked back really hard. Ouch. Mistakes were made. But it was so very nearly not a mistake though. Like, that was excruciating to watch. Right. Over here, meanwhile, toughness of the Neurothrope is 4, so I can do... Actually, I can't do these at the same time. Alright, sword dude first. 3 hits. 2 wounds.
3 up in 1. He's dead.
He is dead. The Neurothrope at least has been slain.
That was easy.
Alright, these boys will consolidate a few inches this way. Every little bit of movement helps at this stage. Alright, okay. Now that's all the charging units done. Alaris into the Rippers. And to nobody's great surprise, they finally chewed their way through the last of those Rippers and they've consolidated into that Tyrannofex. Which means I haven't killed any Tyrannofexes this turn, but I have successfully stopped both of them from shooting in turn 5. So, that's not too bad.
Right, me fighting back then, I think.
It will be. So,
okay.
should we start with the Trigon because it's the only thing that's really important at this point?
Well, he's got 3 wounds left, so I could theoretically do
but yeah, but
seems unlikely. Right, Trigon then.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put split some attacks.
Oh no.
He's going to put his pincer tail on the Flamer dude.
Okay.
Have they both got 4 wounds and same save or anything?
Yeah, 4 wounds, 5+ invulnerable save for both of them.
Okay, I'm going to put 3 on Van Graff and 4 on the Commissar.
Ugh, okay.
Okay, so this is the pincer tail on the flamer dude.
Okay.
Hits. No, it doesn't. Hits
No, it
in
doesn't.
5s.
Yeah, I was going to say degraded, so.
3 on Van Graff. 5s, we roll 1s, just the 1 hit. Wounds on a 2.
5+ refractor field. Saves!
Nice, and then 4.
Van Graff denies you.
4 on the Commissar. Reroll the 2 1s. Nothing.
Nothing. We survived, lads. We're not actually dead. How the hell did that happen?
It's big people.
All right. Well, you've got another attempt to kill them yet in your next turn, but
True.
still, I'm a little impressed. All right. That's the difference it makes when you degrade something's attacks and stuff, I suppose. All right. Yeah, do you want to try and bash the Dreadnought then?
Yes. Let's do that.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
It's happening. It's happening.
This guy attacking them. He's got 3 attacks. Hit on 4s.
Okay.
It's for 3 because he's degraded. 2 hits. It's strength 6, so wounding on 3s. 1 wound. It's -1, 2 damage.
3 up save.
Okay.
Saved it.
And then the big deal. He's still at full profile, so he's got 4 attacks hitting on 4s.
Right.
Only 1 hit though.
Oh, oh.
It's strength 7.
So wound on a
So it
5.
didn't wound.
Yeah. Okay. Dreadnought stands firm.
It does indeed.
Okay, so that finally is the end of Guard plus some Custodes turn 4.
Correct.
Ah, it's nail-biting stuff. Alright, so, yeah, I don't think there's any morale to do. No, not really.
I think 1 termagant from there is enough to make them take morale.
Oh, is it? Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But they passed.
Yeah. Alright,
Gene
so...
Sealers can't fail.
Nope.
Because they didn't lose enough.
Alright then, well, yeah, okay, Tyranids turn 5. Let's go. Alright, boys and girls, it's the end of turn 5 Tyranids movement phase, and this is what's happened. The Tyrannofexes have ambled away from their attackers, sort of like elephants trying to escape a pursuer at this point. The Scythe Tyragil is making a beeline straight over here to go smash that Dreadnought in the face. You try it, Xenos scum. I've killed one of you monstrosities, but already today I can do it again. Elsewhere, though, the Trigon has remained in combat with these 3. And a new unit of Termagants has arrived on the left flank here from elsewhere on the battlefield.
Yep.
And another Broodlord has crawled out of the pits underneath from the tunnels and is lurking and probably about to pounce on perhaps these fellows, perhaps someone else, we'll see.
Yes, the Broodlord. So yeah, I spent my last 2 command points on getting those gaunts coming off from that table edge instead of from a tunnel. So we'll see. This is and I've also got some Gene Sealers jumped up here to maybe take out their leader.
Maybe jump up there and do some assassination. Hopefully not. It's our darkest hour, folks. The question is, well, we've got turn 5 to go through here, and potentially the game can end on turn 5. So the question is, will Cadia stand? Time to find out. Psychic phase.
Psychic phase. So first of all, the Hive Tyrant is going to cast Smite, which will be on this tank.
Right.
That's a 10.
Alright.
Doing 3 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
Pops it down to 4 left.
4 wounds remaining.
That's good.
Tough old buggers, these Lehman Russes.
And then it's going to cast Onslaught on itself, because it did advance. So casting Onslaught would allow it to charge as well.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
That goes off as well. Alright.
And then finally, the Broodlord will cast the Horror on the Exterminator.
Right, okay.
Yep.
That does
So
go off
it's
as well.
-1 to hit for him.
Well, on the psychic tests now.
Yes. I haven't got any more though, so.
Alright, so shooting then.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a summary of most of the shooting phase. Lots of rapid fire bioweapons coming up from these termagants here and from the Hive Tyrant. And as you can see, one of the mortar teams is dead. 2 of these anti-tank teams here are dead. And one of the support teams over there is dead. They have a bolter team specifically copped it. But some are still standing on the walls. And that's good enough for me. However, moving over this way, we've now got the Scythe Haradule loading its acid spray thing into these 2 Terminators.
LT melt. 2d6 also hits.
Okay.
That's 11.
Oh, that's filthy. Alright.
So winning on 3s.
Right, wounded on 3s. Okay.
Very good, but
It's more than I'd like.
6 wounds at -2, doing d3 damage each.
6 minus 2. Alright, 4 ups. Okay, I failed 3. So,
Okay. First one.
2.
So second one, whatever, kills that Terminator.
Yeah.
Or that one.
They got 4 wounds each, so.
Oh, yeah, well, that'll do it. And so then D3 on the last one. 3, so he's got 1 wound left.
Right, still lives. Just clinging on to life. Alright. And then. Is that it?
That is the end of my shooting phase.
Alright then. So. Charges.
Yep, I have some.
That one's pretty clear.
Yes!
I will overwatch you with everything I've got though.
Go for it.
So 2d3 auto hits from the plasma ejector thing. Oh, come here, you. Alright, 3, 4, 5. Pretty much averaging out on 5 every time with this one. Okay, and these will wound you on 5s. 2 wounds,
Okay,
minus 3 AP.
6 up saves then. Nope.
No.
2 damage.
2 damage
Down
down.
to 20.
Alright. The Accelerator Culverin doesn't get any hits. The Spiculus Bolt Launcher, it does get to fire twice in this instance. So, 10 shots. We have 2 6s, winning on 5s, 1 wound, minus 1.
Saved.
Saved. Okay. Took a wound off you.
Boop.
And in you go. Elsewhere, however.
Again. Yeah, so the warriors are going to charge this tank.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, heavy bolters. Or heavy bolter. Nothing. Battle cannon. 4 shots. No hits.
2d6. No.
No, they're not.
I don't make it
okay.
in. More slightly desperate charging. The Hive Tyrant, having onslaughted itself, is going to charge this tank.
Alrighty. Is he within 8 inches?
This is a very good
He
question.
might not be.
He is
He
8.5 inches away.
Alright then.
That's very convenient for me.
I will roll heavy bolters then. 1 hit. No wound. Battle cannon. 4 shots. 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. Does wound. Minus 2 AP.
Failed.
Failed. D3 damage. 1.
Okay, well, I'll take it.
Okay. Did you cast the catalyst on him?
No.
No.
I did onslaught instead.
Oh yes, of course. Right. Well, I did a wound to you.
You did. He's
Sensing
got
a theme here.
11 left.
Okay.
And then he's going to charge. And as we just established, I need an 8. 8.
Which you do get.
That could be big.
Alright. Gonna drive over your tail.
Well, not again. And finally, no, not finally, but this Broodlord's going to try and charge those Custodes over there.
Alright then.
And you'll get some Overwatch, but I'll need a 9.
Okay, folks, sorry about this, but for some reason the recording cut off there. And I didn't notice until a few minutes later. Alright, so basically this is what's happened. The Broodlord made it in here, and these guys, Overwatch, didn't do anything. And then we began the fight phase. Over here, where these Gene Stealers managed to charge up here onto the roof. Now this lone Gene Stealer here, he's a separate unit. He attacked the regimental banner, but failed. The banner stands. He was not so easily killed. And now, the other 2 are attacking Lord General Roth over there, and they've managed to get
4 wounds.
4 wounds. Sorry about the little break there, folks. Nothing I can really do about it, other than recap.
Technically, these are actually all acid morgine sealers. These are all at -3.
Ugh.
But I'm guessing you got an invulnerable save anyway.
Yeah, which I'm just about to check what it actually is. Alright, so as I was reviewing the rules, the data sheet for Lord Castellan Creed, I noticed something. He has a rule called Tactical Genius. If he's your warlord, you get an extra 2 command points. I forgot about this.
He hid those
So
2.
Creed, in classic Creed fashion, hid those 2 command points,
Yeah.
and only now have they appeared at the crucial moment. So, I actually have an additional 2 command points I didn't know about.
Oh no.
Creed!
Amazing.
So yeah, I'm actually going to use those 2 command points now to interrupt combat and have Hephaestus punch this monstrosity in the face.
Damn.
So, there we go.
That's fair.
Thank you, Roth, not Creed.
Saving it for this very occasion.
Yeah, it's happening, folks. Now, before we get our hopes up, I am still only hitting on a 4 because Hephaestus is smoking and steaming, and yeah, he's not in great shape here, but still. Here we go, 4+. He gets 3 hits. That's not bad. He's an angry old dreadnought. Alright, wins on 2s. 3 wounds. AV -3.
6s.
No jammy 6s this time.
That's
4,
12
8,
wounds.
12 wounds off the side
Dropped
of
it
my
right down to 8.
Yes.
It is now degraded.
Excellent.
And just for that, I'm going to tag you back with it.
I can't believe that. I this was not on purpose, folks. Honestly, I haven't used Creed since the very start of 8th edition. So yeah, that's so awesome. Okay.
So the
give me your best shot.
The hero jewel, when he degrades his speed, his weapon skill, and his attacks. So he's now down to 5 or 6 attacks because he's got the extra silent talons.
Mm-hmm.
So he's hitting on 4s now, rerolling 1s.
Right.
Okay, so the
Couple of 3s and a 2.
Yeah.
Right, 3 hits.
3's to wound.
3 wounds.
-3s.
Okay.
So 4 up and vulnerables.
4 up and vulnerables.
One at a time.
Saved.
Can he do it?
Saved!
Damn you,
Hephaestus
Hephaestus!
denies you filthy
Xenos, I will destroy you. You will not take this world.
Oh man. Okay. I'm excited now. I'm very, very, very excited. Okay. So now what's happening?
Broodlord.
Broodlord against these 2. Okay.
4 attacks.
Yeah. It's actually 6 attacks, not 4 or 5. So
2's to hit.
probably a good thing we checked.
5 hits.
All right.
3's to wound. He's strength 6 and re-rolling because they're monstrous running claws, and 6s are extra nasty. Okay, so we roll the 1.
Yep.
So we've got 4 -3s and 1 -6.
All right. Well, I'll do the
3.
I'll do the -6 first. I'm going to tank it on the storm shield.
All right,
I have
fine.
to actually because he's the wounded one. So 3 up.
No, he's dead.
Bloody storm shields. All right. He's down.
And the others are all 4-ups.
All right. These are minus what?
-3.
Oh yeah. Well. Okay. 4 up. Passes. 4 up. Passes. 4 up. Passes. 4
more.
up. No.
D3 damage.
Okay. 2.
It's got
He's
1 wound
alive
left.
on 1 wound left.
Oosh.
Oh. All right.
And over here we've got the Hive Tyrant
Yes, we do.
hitting the tank. 3s. No, 2s rather. Doesn't matter. And 5s to wound. But rerolling because it's monstrous rending claws again.
All right.
Just the 1 wound at -3.
6 up. No.
Okay, D3 damage. 2. 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left.
Then the pincer tail misses. No, hits. Doesn't wound.
The tank's still just about lit.
And then we'll go straight on to the Trigon.
Ah, yes, this little fight over here.
And I'm
How
gonna
could
do
we
this-
forget?
I'm going to split the attacks the same as before.
Same as before. Okay then.
Here's the pincer tail. Hits. No, it doesn't.
Misses. Yeah.
On Van Graff. No hits. And on Commissar Cromwell,
Yeah.
that's 2 hits.
Alright.
1 wound.
5 up for refractor field. No. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Another swift cut there because my phone is playing silly buggers with me when it comes to the storage on it. I think I've hopefully fixed it this time. But anyway, so 1 got through. The refractor field save failed on the Commissar, so D6 damage now. 2. He lives with 2 wounds remaining.
Now it's your turn to fight.
It is indeed. Alright. Commissar will fight back with his 3 attacks. Maybe he can do it this time. Maybe his power sword can chew through that chitinous hide of yours. Hits on 2s. 3 hits. Wounds on 6s. No. Alright. Van Graff then. 2 hits. I don't think he hits on 2s. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's as badass as a Commissar in close combat.
Extra attack with his chainsword.
Oh yeah, that's right. An extra 1 for the chainsword. Oh, it does hit. Alright, 6 is to wound. We got 1. 1, 6. Rep save.
That's probably a bit cold.
It's completely and utterly cold, yeah.
Oops! Try again. There we go.
Saved. I was really hoping Van Graff would finish off with his chainsaw because it would be the most badass thing in the universe, but no.
Well,
Right.
I think if you don't kill him with the flamer, you can try and kill him in your turn with Van Graff's bolt pistol.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, that would be so perfect! Alright. Alright, Flamer Dude with his combat knife once again. Hits. Does not wound though. Alright, so this is the epic duel continues. Anything else?
Loads of stuff.
Yeah. So, this Custodian. 3 attacks with his spear. 2 hits. And
Toughness 5.
toughness 5, so strength 6. I think that's 1 wound. Yeah. Nope. D3. Hey, hello folks, it cut out again. I caught it this time though. Rolled a 3 for the damage and the Broodlord took 3 wounds. I was just saying it down off screen. I should have decided to do written battle reports instead of these video ones. This is too much work sometimes. Okay, anyway, so now then, what else was there? Please remind me. My brain is melting.
Command stuff on the tower.
Oh yes, of course, right. Okay, so Creed, or
You can punch some gene stealers.
Wrath not Creed.
Or probably extinguishing cigar on them.
Yes, right in his eye. Okay, so I'm not going to bother looking it up again. I'm going to assume he's the same as a company commander because he's in every other respect really. So there'll be 3 attacks with his power sword. Hits all 3 times.
Yeah. Okay.
5's to wound. He gets 2 wounds.
He kills those 2 gene stealers that are attacking him.
Like a boss, really did stub out his cigar on one of them. Very nice. Now there's the standard bearer. 1 attack. It does hit. 5 to wound. Nope. No wound though. But he stands his ground. The flag is still waving, and that's what matters. So,
Wow.
Okay.
That also frees up the mortar teams.
I like to imagine he stubbed out a cigar on one of them and he uttered some sort of Churchillian witticism as he did so. I'm far too much of an idiot to figure out what he might have said, but just imagine, viewers, that that's what happened. Okay, so anyway, is that the last of the fights?
I think so.
Right. Good. Morale. I don't think there is any.
No, I don't think so either.
Right, good. So, that means Imperial Guard, turn 5. Here we go. Alright, Guard turn 5 movement phase, finished. It was a very quick one really. The only things that moved were that tank shuffling backwards, the regimental banner falling out of combat, and of course, Rothnot Creed turning around and aiming his las pistols at that gene stealer. And elsewhere, the Alaris Terminators moved over here to aid his brother, his honoured brother Dreadnought there, in taking down this foul beast. So,
Shooting phase then.
shooting phase indeed. I think we'll begin up here with the General's 2 hill pistols against this Gene Stealer. So, 2 shots, 2 hits, 5s to wound, 1 wound, if you -2. Saved. He dodged out of the way at the last second. I'm happy to finish it with my power sword. Alright. Alright, elsewhere, shooting. Van Graff, can you finish it with your bolt pistol? Can you kill this Trigon with your bolt pistol? Ooh. 1 shot. It hits. 5 to wound. No.
Cromwell.
Shame. Yeah, maybe the Commissar. Maybe his hour has come. No. Alright, never mind.
Okay.
Just have to stab it to death instead. This Custodian doesn't have any pistol weapons. Do you know what? I think I forgot his dagger again last time. Never mind. We'll live with it. It wouldn't have killed the Brood Lord anyway. Other stuff. Well, didn't fall out of combat with the Trigon. Probably should have, so I could shoot it with a las cannon. But never mind. Didn't bother.
You have plenty of other things to shoot at.
I do indeed. How many wounds is this thing on?
10.
10. And that one is on.
That was on 5.
Alright. And then we got the.
The Hive Tyrant's on 11.
Alright. I think the Luminous Exterminator is going to fire everything it's got at that.
Hive Tyrant.
The Hive Tyrant, yeah. So, heavy bolter. Okay, that's 1 hit. Does wound.
That's a bit cold.
Go ahead and do that again. It's 4, yeah, that's fine. And the Exterminator autocannon with grinding advance. Here we go. 4's rolling 1s. Is it 4 still? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's still on 9.
Okay. We rolled those 2 1s. I don't think that was one of the ones I rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Cool.
Okay, so very good roll though. And strength 7, so wounded on 4s. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
4 wounds. 4 ups. Oh dear.
Killed every single one.
That's 8 wounds.
2 damage each, yep.
So that puts him down to 3 wounds remaining.
Holy jeebus.
It's big people.
It's big people. Yeah. Alright, these 2 crack missiles here. Up on the wall there. Hive Tyrant, shoot them now. Alright, again, I'm going to order them with what's his face, I shouldn't have said, but hey. So re-rolling that 3 into a 2, so it doesn't matter. Dice God's punishing me. Alright, and a 3 to wound. Does wound.
4 up. No.
No.
3 wounds to get through.
D6 damage. 4.
It's dead.
It's dead. You don't have Catalyst, do you?
No.
No, you did Onslaught, didn't you? So. Dead Hive Tyrant.
Ow.
Number 2.
Yep. He went down quick.
He did. Right. Okay. I got 2 mortar teams here. I will.
They could fire at that Gene Stealer right in front of them.
If they could, that would be hilarious, but maybe not. They'll chuck a couple of mortar rounds down at those termagants there. 2d6 shots. 10. Not bad. Alright. Are these mortars finally going to do something useful? Right, again, standard orders thing happening. So re-rolling these. Okay. And now wounding on 3s.
Oh.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're dead.
They are dead. Goodbye, termagants. They are removed. Alright. I have 1 last cannon up here. I think that is going to shoot that, yeah, the most wounded Tyranifex. So, 1 shot.
Sorry.
It's alright, man. It's Dan's got a cold as well, just like Mythage did. So it seems to be that time of year. 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. No, does not wound. Alright, tank, battle cannon. Heavy bolter at these warriors in front of it, I think. Yeah, heavy bolter at the warriors, battle cannon at Tyranids. So heavy bolter, 2 hits, 2 wounds. -1.
Yep, so 5 because they did charge. Okay. 1 dead, 2 wounds left.
Alright. Clipped one of those down with the heavy bolter, and now the battle cannon. Hits the Tyranids. 9 shots. My friends. Okay. 4s, rerolling 1s. Actually, 5s, yes, you're quite right.
Which is rated.
Might have cocked up the heavy bolter rolls there then in that case, because I think I forgot. Oops.
It's fine. 3 and a 1.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
Okay, so 4. And wounding 1. 4s. 3 wounds.
Okay.
-2.
4 ups because he didn't charge or anything. Okay, failed 2.
2d3 for 4.
It's got 1 wound left.
Oh gosh.
And you've got a Custodes Terminator standing there.
Oh yeah, I do. Well, alright then. So, yeah, okay. Alright, it's Castellan X, rapid firing. 1 hit. Wounds on a 5. Doesn't wound. Grenade launcher, d3 shots for 2. Wounds on a hits on a hits once. Wounds on a 5. Does
6.
wound. -3 AP.
Oof. 5 up then. No.
No.
It's the last
Took it
wound.
down with a grenade.
Does it explode? No.
No. Tyranids removed. Okay, shooting done. I do believe. Charge phase. Hello, beastie. And also, yes, well, in at this point. Well, you know, Hephaestus was already in combat.
Yep.
Right. Well. Okay. So.
Charging models first.
Yeah. We'll start with Wrath Not Creed up here.
Have you made a terrible mistake with your 1 wound left?
Possibly. 3. Alright, I better check his stats this time just in case. Okay, it is 3 attacks with his power sword. Weapon skill 3+. Let's go. Oh no, only 1 hit. Can he wound on a 5+? No, he can't. Oh, mistakes were made. This is bad. Oh dear. Alright, well, we'll get back to that in a bit. Meanwhile, over here, this Alaris Custodian here, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks with his big axe against the size Tyranid. Hits on 2s. Wow. And then wounds on 4s. Strength 8.
Yep.
Doesn't get any wounds.
Whoa.
Oh no. Can't get through that thick, scaly hide. Okay, I think that's all charging units.
So now you've got decisions to make.
Oh boy, have I got decisions to make.
Big time decisions to make here.
Right, it's got to be Hephaestus. It has got to be
Got
Hephaestus.
to be.
My bro, my big golden dude. Finish this monster. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. He hits twice. Wounds on 2s. He wounds twice. Maybe -3.
This is going to do 8 wounds, and I've got 8 wounds remaining.
Oh!
So I need a 6.
Oh no. Nope, no 6s.
Does he go crazy on a 5 up? Yes.
Okay.
D3 mortal wounds to this guy.
Oh boy.
Yes, he's dead.
The Alaris Custodian falls.
D3 mortal wounds on Ancient Hephaestus, who has 3 wounds remaining.
1! He lives!
He lives.
He lives! He reaches down there with his massive gold power fist, rips the thing's head off. It thrashes around madly, kills the Alaris Custodian in the process, and he stands triumphant over its mighty corpse.
What an ass.
Right, watch an arse. Yes, big golden arse, that's what he is. Alright. Okay, so.
Just for that, we're going to attack with the Broodlord next on that 1 wound Custodian.
Okay. Revenge on the golden gits. Hive mind will not stand for this.
That's 5 hits. Getting... Okay, right, so 1 wound at -3 doing D3 damage. Not that it matters, because the other 3 are at -6 doing 3 damage.
Right.
They're all
okay.
invulnerables, so...
Okay, first one that's not flat 3 damage, I guess.
Doesn't matter, it's got 1 wound left.
Oh yeah, it's true, yeah. So how many was that? 4.
Yes, 4.
4 4-ups. So close.
That's all he needed.
Yeah. He falls as well. Alright.
Right.
The last custodian on the field is Ancient Hephaestus himself, and I think he would have it no other way. The ancient stands where his younger brothers have fallen. And yes, over here now.
Now it's the serious business.
Alright, Commissar Cromwell.
Cromwell, do it.
For the final time, can you do it, son? Can you do it? 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. 3 hits. Wounding on 6s. No. Oh dear.
Well, it's Trigon time then.
It is.
And I'm gonna... This time,
This time? What are you doing this time?
we're gonna put the Pincer Tail on the Flamer Dude.
Uh-huh.
Because... No. And then we're gonna put all 7 of his attacks on Van Graff.
Oh no.
Take this!
2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay.
2's to wound. Okay.
The Emperor protects, my friend. Yes, he does.
And can he...
As
return-
massive sides come crashing down, he just manages to dodge out of the way at the last second, just to the side.
That giant scything talon hit his cigar case.
Yeah. Okay, so, well,
You only managed to penetrate my Imperial Infantryman's uplifting primer.
yeah, that's it. Saved his life. Alright, so, time for him to counterattack then. 4 attacks with the chainsword. Hitting on 3s, everything hits. Wounding on 6s. No wounds though.
Okay.
And,
for dramatic effect, do you want to do the Flamer guy now?
Might as well, alright. 1 attack! He hits! Wounds on a 6! No.
Nope.
Close, but no cigar.
And now,
Dum dum dum. The general has bitten off more than he could chew, potentially.
that may be the case.
Okay, so.
Let's see what you're really made of. 3 hits.
Okay.
3 wounds at AP -4.
Alright. 3 5-up invulns.
6. What you got? No.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's gone. Oh no. Ah.
And for what it's worth, I'll not consolidate into anything because there's just 1 gene stealer.
Right.
And it'd be my turn next, so I can do things.
Okay. Well. Right. I think that's all the fight's done, isn't it?
Yep.
So.
No morale.
Yeah. That brings us to the end of the turn. Okay, so it's the end of turn 5. It's random turn length. The player who went first rolls on a 1 or 2. The game ends.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Whatever
Drop
it
dice
was.
don't count. Alright. On a 1 or a 2, the
I'm
game
nervous,
ends.
guys.
And the Imperial Guard, the 4 or 4th, have managed to hold on just to the
Just
last
about.
minute. So let's find out.
I think it's worth noting that in game 1 and 3, random game length definitely came to my rescue.
Yeah.
So let's see if it will do it again.
The game ends. There it is. It's a 2.
Damn.
They've actually survived. And thus, folks, the Battle of Morgan's Reach comes to a close as the Imperial reinforcements arrive just in the nick of time here to rescue what remains of the Cadian 404th and of what remains of the Vanguard Custodes force that teleported down there. Ancient Hephaestus did not let this city fall. He lived up to his honoured name, and that did the Custodians. The Cadians, well, the Cadians stood. It's what Cadians do. They stood and they didn't give up. The banner did not fall, and they held the line. God bless them. Well done, the 404th. And yeah, I'm sure this won't be the last we see of the Hive fleets. Problem with winning campaigns like this is that the High Command kind of decides, oh, those guys are good at fighting Tyranids, and promptly sends you off to fight a whole bunch more of them. So we've
once you got a reputation.
Exactly. We've not seen the last of the Tyranid menace, I'm sure, but for now, the planet of Morgan's Reach has been secured at terrible, terrible cost. It has to be said. We only won 2 out of the 4 missions, so it was something of a Pyrrhic victory in the end. There's not much left of the 404th compared to when they started, and there's going to be a long period, I think, of recruiting and rebuilding and possibly merging with other regiments too. So it's going to be a messy time for them in the near future, but once they're back on their feet, I'm sure they'll be sent off to kill some more bugs. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the campaign, almost. We still have to roll for those characters. But it's been awesome, it's been really cool. God, ever since I got into 40k back in 3rd edition, I've wanted to do a proper narrative campaign and never got the chance. Because that's how I was introduced to the game, really. It was through the starter sets that came with the little narrative mini-campaigns that taught you how to play the game. And this style of play, well, this is what 40k was to me at the start. And it's great to be able to do this. And I hope you guys watching at home really enjoyed it, because that was really great and an epic conclusion to the campaign. I was worried about this one in advance for weeks. I was like, is this going to be a really anticlimactic flop? Is this going to be suitably epic? And it was suitably epic in the end. I'm really pleased it was. So, yeah. Blimey. Any thoughts, Dan?
Well, you will cheat by having a bunch of reserves turn up.
So, we should mention, actually, in case there are questions, the Custodes were included in the cost of my force. I just kept it hidden from the viewers at home, so it was a nice little surprise. But I was playing with significantly fewer points of guardsmen than there were Tyranids at the start of the game.
Yeah, if you added up the guard and the Custodes, they were approximately the same points.
Yeah, it was roughly about 2,400 points aside in total, including the Custodes. So that worked out quite nicely and fairly. Yeah, we brought Custodes in. It was good to get them on the channel for the first time. And you did specifically ask for the Custodes as well. I want to point this out.
Yeah, I mean, it was Hive Hephaestus, so your
had to bring
buddy
in
there needed to show up, didn't he?
Yeah, Mr. Hephaestus himself. So this wasn't me just being an absolute cheese lord and being like, oh, I want to bring Custodes and guard on the final. No, he asked for the Custodes. Okay, he asked for this.
Well, to be fair, I did.
My original idea was Space Marines turning up, actually.
I did nearly kill them all. So
yeah, you did. One still stands, and that's it.
With
so
like 2 wounds left.
Yeah. But holy crap, he was amazing. Holy.
What a beast.
I've used him twice. Once against Winters with the old beta rules, and he just died in the first turn. It was very sad. And this is the second time I've used him with the new beta rules, where he's been nerfed somewhat, but he's also cheaper. And he's still a beast. Like, how many big monsters did he end up killing back there? He killed 2 scythe Tyranid.
Yeah.
Let alone whatever else.
What a beast.
So yeah, that's he should be though, really. A big Telamon Custodes dreadnought who's been fighting since the days of the Great Crusade. You'd think he'd kick ass, and he does. He's like a little god of war. Someone who can go toe to toe with the Primarch, probably. So yeah.
And don't forget some of those Imperial Guard characters.
Yeah.
Showed what they were made of.
They were pretty awesome. Bert, great, holding the line in the centre, delaying the Tyranid advance.
What a hero.
These guys down here somehow managing to duel this Trigon until the end of the game. The general himself,
having a moment of madness and charging the Gene Stealer.
Yeah, he had a moment of epicness that was swiftly ruined slightly by charging into the Gene Stealer and getting knocked down.
And Lasky, who had epically tasty brains.
Yeah. I think she might be dead. I don't know how you survive getting your brains sucked out. Which makes me very sad, because Lasky is one of my favourite characters in the regiment. But
suggestions in the comments.
I think she might have had it, folks. The others I'm going to roll for, but I don't think. Yeah, I I got to stick to my guns on this narrative thing.
Just for my benefit, is she the character that you've written by far the most backstory about?
There's one storytime video I did, which came to about 6,000 words in total, that was about her and Van Graff. So they've had about the same written about them, roughly. But yes, by far more than any of the other characters in the army. So yeah, that's you know.
Well, that happened.
That sucks. She's gone. She's dead. I'm gonna have to find a new major. Maybe Perkins will get promoted. I suppose that's probably what'll happen. And that means I'll need to find a new captain. So, yeah, well, we'll see. I need to buy a new command squad set in the near future. Maybe one with a power fist this time. Alright. Well, I don't know what else there is to say. This was really great fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. What we will do is we'll get the characters out on the table here, and I'll roll to see if any more of them copped it, or if they survived to live another day, mortally wounded. So, give me just a second. Okay, well, it's the final episode of the campaign, so, as I said, the stakes are high. So now we get to find out what becomes of these guys. Lasky, as I said, she got her brain sucked out by a gene stealer. She did. She did. I can't narrative my way out of that one, really. She's had it, so she's gone. Now, the Lord General, was he mortally wounded by the gene stealer, or did it kill him? On a 1, it killed him. 2, he lives. Just
about.
But was his noble sacrifice his final one, or has his crazy Ogren physiology meant that he survived? He survives on a 2 as well. Alright, and Shield Captain Heracles, I'm modifying the role for him a little bit. On a 1, he's dead. On a 2, he's getting turned into a dreadnought. On anything else, he's fine.
Let me remind you, he did take 19 wounds.
He did. Oh, God. Drop dice don't count. We have rolled 2 2s in a row now, so... Yes! Okay. Heracles is getting made into a dreadnought. I wanted to buy a Forge World dreadnought. What was it? What do they call them? Contemptors. The one with the big spear. I wanted an excuse to get one of them, so I think Heracles is getting turned into a Contemptor dreadnought with a big dread spear. So there we go.
The little tiny piece that's left of him.
Oh, a shame. He's a nice model, and as I said, he kicked ass at the tournament I went to recently. But hey, rules is rules. He's going on the shelf. And he's getting made into a dreadnought. That's pretty cool, though. I wanted an excuse to get one, so I'm happy with that.
You don't need much excuse, to be fair.
No, I really don't. But there you go. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's it from the Battle for Morgan's Reach. I'm sure there'll be more narrative campaigns on this channel in the future.
Yep.
That was
awesome.
I'm going to be filming one very soon with a certain somebody called Winter's SEO. You might have heard of him. Very obscure 40k YouTuber. Yeah. But near future, I'd like to get more narrative campaigns going on the channel because they're really bloody good fun. And we'll see more of the Cadian 404th in the near future. As always, they are my favourite army, so I do love playing them. I think that's it, everybody. We're done.
Hey.
Thanks very much. Goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Dan.
Goodbye.
Bye. We'll catch you next time.